this very morning of the 15th day of July in the year of our Lord 2015, with the approximation of 26 minutes past 8 a.m. in the morning here in the United Kingdom. We are once again gathered all over the world for those of them who are resolute enough, those of them who are strong enough to listen to this station all the time. We are live, we are direct, as we promised we would be, and we are propagating this very gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel that will ensure the coming down to this very earth of the kingdom of heaven that is above. Therefore, if you are listening, you are privileged. If you are participating, you are blessed. If you are observing, then you are indeed honored. This very morning, like any other, we are transmitting live and direct. I will ask you to please tell those of them who happen to be around you. If you are listening as an admin, please publicize this very program on all the usual channels. To also indicate to you that we are live, which is the very simple test we can do. The time now is approximately, or should I say, 28 minutes past the top of the hour where you are. It is 28 minutes past. That is how you know that we are live and direct. As long as the time where we are tallies with the time where you are, then you are listening to a live program. If this time I have mentioned, if you look at your clock now, it is not 28 minutes past or thereabout. Past the top of the hour, it could be 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 12, midnight where you are. It doesn't matter. 12 noon is irrelevant. If it is 28 or 29 minutes past, then you know this program is live. You may listen to this program later on, and by that time I can assure you the time will not be the same. Therefore, I welcome you. Therefore, I ask you to welcome other people as well. I will also ask you, of course, to endeavor in whatever way, in however way you can, to ensure you tell those of them who are around you. We also want the world to know that we are simply unstoppable. Nothing is going to stop us. There is nothing on this very earth capable of stopping this very head of steam, this very momentum that Chukwokika Biama himself has created and should quite rightly take all the glory. We are mere pawns, we are mere instruments. The very one organizing, plotting, making sure we advance is the throne of grace of heaven. Chukwokika Biama sits on it. It is unto him that everything that is possible today has been made possible. He takes every glory and not man. There is nothing a man can do. Only Chukwokika Biama accepts everything that we are this very day and going forward. Once again, I must say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you, especially those of you in the far western part of this very world. If you are lucky this very morning, you must be listening to us via CHK 102.1 across the length and breadth of Biafra land. 102.1. We are live, I said, and direct. We are live and we are direct. Chukwokika Biama is presiding. How are we reaching you? Not only on 102.1, not only are we coming to you via satellite, because we are a satellite broadcaster, the only indigenous broadcaster of its kind in the world that is also a satellite broadcaster. That one too is unjammable. You cannot jam it. Are you going to jam Radio Biafra website? The answer is no, because we have our own server. What do you think you're going to do? Absolutely nothing. They are wasting their time. Use your money to go and build Second Niger Bridge. Use your money to reconstruct the bad roads that you have left unfinished. Use your money to alleviate the pain and suffering of students. Use your money to make sure that you revive the industries that you have, that people may find meaningful employment. Use your money to prosecute all the bad criminals, of which all of you are amongst them, who are stealing and looting the treasury dry. You are the criminals. I have never seen a place in the world where the criminals are saying that those of them telling the truth are the ones who should be criminalized. Only in the damnation, only in the abominable, only in the useless zoological republic, where people are barefaced liars, where people are shamelessly hypocritical, shameless hypocrites. You are the thief. You are the one stealing the treasury dry. Buhari, you are the one with the PTF money. You are the one that stole money. Have I stolen anything from anybody? Can anybody come and say now I stole something from them? You are the thief of PTF. Have you forgotten? You are the one with flat bought in London with money stolen from the zoo. You are the one who is a criminal. But how people can sit down, criminals will gang up and criminalize other people, I don't know. I do not know. How you can gang up to criminalize other people, I do not. You are the thieves. Oh no, Wundoshi, you are the criminals. I don't know how they do it. They connive with a few ill-educated journalists, some idiots working in the media, with some fools who will remain black monkeys and baboons all the rest of their lives, to talk so much rubbish. These are the criminals. The politicians are the rogues. Oh, how is Woshi? Then they talk about somebody committing treasonable felony in the Ara. All of you will go mad. This is only the morning. We are coming. When I say we are coming, people understand what I mean, because we never fail. We are company. We are coming. The zoo must fall. It doesn't matter what you write. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you insinuate. It doesn't matter the amount of Igbo speaking idiots that you go to seek to bribe them. The zoo must fall. Oh God, it must collapse. How the zoo collapses is entirely up to you. Today you're begging to negotiate with criminals and murderers. Imagine what we are going to do to you. The zoo, that oil from my fatherland, from Biafra land you depend on, you have been feeding on because of your laziness. You connived and conspired with the British to steal. All of you are the same. You are criminals. You are lazy. Very, very lazy. The laziness inherent in the British economy was transferred to the baboons in the zoo. That is why they are so lazy, dependent upon only one natural resource. Whereas the British now depends on stealing money from poor third world countries. They have nothing. Absolutely nothing. Are they into manufacturing? The answer is no. They are into stealing. Money laundering. That is what they do at Canary Wharf. They call it money market. They are stealing money from people. If you steal money and come, they will admit you. They will take you. All the Russian criminals and oligarchs, they are in London, making house purchase almost impossible for ordinary people. They welcome thieves and criminals. That is how they survive in Britain. It's a land of thieves. Courtesy of the politicians. We must speak the truth here. You may not like it. That's entirely up to you. But here we preach it. It doesn't matter who you are. If you do good, we praise you. You become damnable, we condemn you immediately. Buhari is the one who is the thief. All the politicians in the zoo, so-called, they are the criminals. The people don't want to speak because, maybe it's your uncle, it's your aunt, they are at Abuja. Maybe your family will get a bag of rice every Christmas. That is why you're a black person, and that is why you're a baboon and a monkey in a zoological republic. You people don't have the desire within you to be truthful. You lack honesty, you lack decency. That is why a woman can get up and say something that is completely beyond her. How dare you say you can jam Radio Biafra? Are you drunk? You cannot. Temporarily, yes, but you cannot in the long run because we always win. Eventually we triumph. It doesn't matter who you are. We win. We are Biafrans. Our technology will always be superior. You buy your own from abroad, we manufacture our own. So that is the difference. When you're busy reading the manuals, we know what you have already purchased. We configure our systems to defeat yours. We warned you before. If our fathers can build Ojuku Bucket and Ogbunigwe, imagine what this generation can do. I don't know if Awasa is if that. I don't know how people can be so stupid. I don't know how they can. You have spent all these years putting fear into Igbo-speaking people. You put fear into them that they have become almost as docile as a useless animal somewhere sleeping beside the road. They are so docile. You think all of them will be like that? You think all of them can be bought? Anybody can come out and just buy them. Is that exactly what you think? No, you didn't count on us coming, but we have come. And the zoo must fall. It must be destroyed. Completely destroyed, I'm telling you. Watch and see what is going to happen. This is only the truth, and you're reeling, you're shaking everywhere. Imagine what is to come in the future. Tell those around you that we are live and direct and that Chukwu Kikabiam is in heaven presiding. Also, let them understand that the enemies of light will gang up, the children of iniquity, the children of darkness, they will gang up against us, but they will all fail one after the other. Ask those of them that run about trying to set up radio stations to rival Radio Biafra. They have all collapsed. In total collapsed to nothing. Akana Hebuchonwa is impossible. It is impossible, I tell you. You can't do what we are doing. And we beg. Because Chukwuabiama asked us to come. Only him determined that the time is right for us to come. That is why anything we touch turns into gold. You may not like it because you're not doing it, but we don't give a damn. I'm telling you, I don't give a toss who you are. Also, you cannot do anything about it. We are unstoppable. Unstoppable. That is your business. It doesn't concern us. If you join our WhatsApp phone and it will kill you, eventually you will die anyway. Go and tell your people that Radio Biafra is live. They must come around their radio. They must congregate around their television because we are on satellite. Tell them also that we are online at www.radiobiafra.co. That is our signature website. radiobiafra.co. We are on biafraherald.co. We are also on biafratimes.co. We are also on IPOB.org, indigenous people of Biafra.org, RBLworld.tv. We are on TuneIn. We are on Streamer. We are on Radio Forest. In fact, we are everywhere online. We are also on Twitter, Makade Amama. Follow any of us and continue to retweet what we are tweeting, and that's all there is to it. I warned Yoruba, don't mention Desiane Madueke. They are going through the back door to say, oh, there is a court case. And of course, they have every right to report a court case. We are not censor board. We don't want to censor free speech. Free speech is important. But don't ask for Desiane Madueke to be probed. Because once you do, you unleash hell upon Yoruba. You unleash hell upon your people. That is why we said to them, don't even bother. Don't. Today they are reporting they are going to court. Desiane Madueke sued Oshun Defender. That is why they mentioned her. Because I was wondering why would they mention her name. They said it's because they're going to court. Nobody can stop you from going to court and trying to be after your Yoruba. You connivingly go through the back door to try to raise the issue. But we are waiting for you. We are waiting for you. Let us continue. We are live and we are direct, and once again we must worship heaven. Our lines will open following the conclusion of our news headlines and accompanying summary this morning. We will take your calls, of course we will. It is our duty and responsibility to do so. This morning, like every other, and like the ones that will come after it, we sit, we stand, we walk, we pause in prayer to heaven to ask Chukwokika Biama to come and take pride of place in our lives, in our heart, in our body, in our soul. We pray this very morning to rededicate ourselves to the pursuit of what is good, to rededicate ourselves all over the world to truthfulness, ezioku, both hidden and in the public. This very day, we rededicate ourselves to the absolute and unshakable belief that only Chukwokika Biama is capable of delivering Biafra. We reaffirm this very morning in our faith, in our belief that Chukwokika Biama will raise those of them that he finds worthy to pursue this cause that will restore his kingdom upon the face of the earth. Therefore, we say, hallowed be thy name. We worship and we praise you. Anyị na-efe ofufe pụrụ iche n'ime mmụọ na eziokwu Chineke. We honor thee. We adore you. We worship you in truth and in spirit. We are your creation. We answer your name. Chukwu buikem, Chukwu ebuka, Chukwu nomso, Chukwu kamneto. Chiwike, Chiwendo, Chiwako. Ihe niile dị n'aka gị Chineke. Everything, only you can command it, not man. We are here this morning, afternoon, evening, and night gathered to worship you. To tell you that we don't have any other person apart from you. The zoological republic come to us with all the stolen money from our land. They come against us with our own people. They come against us with those of them who are envious that we are your children. They come against us because we are hardworking. They come against us because we are truthful, because we are honest. You never allow them to prevail. We have nothing. We have no money. They have all the money in the world, but they cannot stop your word from being preached. Only you can make that possible and not man. You are the creator of the heavens and the earth. Everything that we are today, likely to become tomorrow, into the future, we owe unremittingly to the grace of heaven which abound in our lives. That is why we adore you. That is why we will worship you. That is why there will be no idol in our lives. That is why we will not fall for the tricks of those of them that worship Satan in the name of Christianity. That is why we come to thee very boldly. That is why we kneel before your altar, your throne of grace. That is why we raise up our hands in supplication to you and to you alone. That is why we bring our afflictions upon you. That is why all the time, every burden that we possess, we lay it at your feet, that you may unburden us, that you may bless us, that you may also ensure that this very kingdom of yours is rested upon the face of the earth, that forever and ever we shall worship thee. We shall worship you, Chukwokika Biama. No zopuriche. We will honor thee. We will praise you. We will uplift your holy name. That our children may do same, and their children, as long as there is a Biafran on the face of the earth, they will worship you now and forever. Ise. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. They are grappling with Radio Biafra now. Very soon, our name will come out. Indigenous, they will write about it. IPOB. Mark my word, there's nothing I say that doesn't come to pass. IPOB will be talked about. Only the chosen few can ever be admitted into indigenous people of Biafra. The children of light. The defenders of the kingdom of heaven. Unto them is it appointed to undertake this sacred task. The restoration of Biafra is a sacred mission. It is a mission full of divine purpose. Divine is divinity. That is why if you mess about with Biafra, we will shred you to pieces. I don't spare you. Biafra is the kingdom of heaven. I don't care what man says. At the right time, we shall reveal it to you. Something that if I reveal it to you now, people will be going crazy this morning. We have it. We know it. It will be revealed to you very soon. Then you know that indeed Chukwuabiama has been with you all this while. Lokike creation himself has been with you all this while. I command the armies of Biafra. I direct Radio Biafra. By the very special grace of Chukwuabiama in heaven, I will today, tomorrow, and forever remain your faithful and loyal servant, without any shred of doubt, without any stuttering, without retreating, without prevaricating, and without surrendering. It cannot happen. Our banner is incorruptibility. Buhari knows that. Incorruptible. They cannot dream of it. To lesser mortals they can, but not to us. Incorruptible. Beyond corruption. Whiter than white and whiter than snow. Incorruptibility. Anya wan to pobula. Onye wan gbara anya ka ebe. Incorruptible. Do we have funds? The answer is no. You heard our sister yesterday lamenting. 8,000 pounds a month. The answer is no. Not even up to 3 million naira do we run what we run. And they are panicking. Imagine when we have 100 million, what will happen? Because money is not the issue. The glory of heaven is what matters. The protection of Chukwuabiama. That is directing all that we are doing. That is all that matters. Remember that song? Indigenous people of Biafra. Allow me this very morning to present our news headlines and accompanying news summary. Of course, they are still talking about us, so they have to anyway. Do they have a choice? Of course not. No, they don't. They don't have a choice. We are broadcasting even every Yoruba media. You have to carry it. Because now they know that if they are talking about Radio Biafra, people read from them. All of a sudden, we are newsworthy for them. People want to read about Radio Biafra. So they are writing. They're not writing it because they think they want to. They know that people want to read from them. Some of them are getting almost 2,000 people either sharing or liking what they are saying about it. That's why they are writing about Radio Biafra. They know we are formidable. Of course, we have to be. Chukwuabiama is here, isn't he? Oh, yeah, the meaning of Nnamdi. Salvation is here. My Redeemer liveth. Oh, my goodness. I thank heaven, you know. I thank heaven. Zoo government full of lies. We are still broadcasting, says Radio Biafra. Of course we are. Live and direct. Even this very morning, I will not live and direct. They will go and sack the idiot they gave the money to. This. Oh, we are going to jam it. Don't worry. I want Owerri to work today. It's an order. Owerri must work today. So we can do a follow-up on our Awasa. We want to buy a Okorocha pancake lipstick. We want to buy him handbag and high heel shoes. Because he's a female. Amazing, isn't it? Somebody that the father is from Awasa land. The mother, having abandoned the father with 2 daughters, ran to Jos. Children of harlots, liars and deceivers. You come, you want to mess up with a mission ordained by heaven itself. decreed that Biafra must come, not man. At his own time, he will allow Biafra to exist. It's not the timetable of man. But continue to do what you're doing and leave the rest to him. So nobody else does. Are you not seeing what is happening? Our enemies fall by the right, by the left, in front, and on our back. Unstoppable. I want everybody to work today. The zoo government is full of lies. And of course, we are still broadcasting according to Sahara reporters. Fuel scarcity pushes inflation rate to 9.2%. Fuel scarcity. It's amazing, isn't it? Fuel scarcity. Do people actually think about what fuel scarcity means? What does it mean? It means there is no petrol. Then you ask yourself a question, as any sensible human being will, not a baboon or a monkey in the zoo. Where does petrol come from? Somebody who went to primary 6. Okay, there is scarcity of water. We don't have water in the house. Your parents, your mom will ask you, where is the stream? Didn't you go to stream to fetch water? Or didn't you go to the tap to go and fetch water? In those days when we were small. Because if there is no water, that means you have not fetched any water. Then you go to stream and get the water, isn't it? So the water must be somewhere. For before your mom will ask you, how come there is no water? She knows that there is a place where you can go and get water from, but you have not been there. So the question to the zoo is, there is petrol scarcity, yes. Where does petrol come from? It comes from crude oil. Okay. Again, your mom will ask you, where does water come from? You say the stream. And then she will say, why haven't you been there to fetch the water then? Then the question to the zoo is this. If it comes from crude oil, do you have crude oil? Yes. Why don't you then have bloody petrol? Then you begin to see how foolish a Nigerian is. From this very simple understanding, you will know how foolish a Nigerian is. They say I insult them. But I insult you for a reason. Because you are foolish. Where does petrol come from? Kerosene, where does it come from? Very simple question. From crude oil. The same one come from Ohajiboma. From someone come from Okwa. From Aguleri. Is that from our mama? Is that not correct? Then why don't you have petrol? Okay, we need to refine it. Good, I agree. You mean you can't just take crude oil and put in your car? Yes, we need to do something. What is that thing that needs to be done? Because the water is at the stream. There is no water in the earthen pot in the house. What do? You go to the stream, you fetch the water and bring it home. Is that not correct? Is that not correct? The answer is correct, of course. Now, why is it that you have not been able to convert crude oil into petrol and kerosene? And we need engineers or technicians to do so. What type of technicians do you need? We need petroleum engineers. Do you have those? Yes, even at University of Port Harcourt, even in Warri, there's University of Petroleum in Warri. Then why are you not refining petrol then? Because the refineries are closed. But who closed them? We did. Why did you close them? Because we are criminals. We want to bring in petrol from outside, so you pay us subsidy. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Do you see why your average Nigerian is a complete and shambolic idiot? No. When you say you're a Nigerian, it means you're a complete idiot. You are not ashamed to say you have fuel scarcity. You're not ashamed. Why is it that black people, you don't have shame? There is no honor. When we say these things, they say, they are broadcasting seditiously. Speaking grammar they don't even understand. When we say these things, they say they're carrying hate. How is it hatred to tell you that you are so foolish you don't know how to refine ordinary crude oil? With 4 mega refineries, you cannot refine crude oil to produce petrol. Are you not daft? Are you not daft? You bloody baboon and monkey called a Nigerian. Are you not foolish? How is that hate? You are jumping up and down, trying to celebrate prematurely. Oh, they closed down Radio Biafra. Is BBC based in Kaduna? BBC Awasa service. Is it not broadcasting? You know, people are so, people you expect that went to school should be able to reason. The way they think, sometimes you begin to wonder. If we are on shortwave, can you stop us? We broadcast on shortwave from London. People in Texas, in America, we are getting it. Can American government stop it? People are so foolish, So hopeless. Black people. That is why you're black and useless. Black and useless. Keep feeling sorry for yourselves. Oh, we are doing well. This is our nation. You're growing. Keep deluding keep deceiving your useless selves and not the rest of the crowd. Is laughable. For the baboons and monkeys in the damnation called the Zoological Republic, it is laughable. You people are a joke. Crude oil coming out of the ground, natural gas the same. You export that crude oil to Babangida's refinery in Ivory Coast, and Babangida will stand up and say, oh, this is our nation, Nigeria. This is our nation. We want to be in this our nation. But you are drawing everybody down by your criminal activities. You are a criminal. You claim Nigeria, but he won't know you. You are Nigeria. Why didn't you build your refinery somewhere in the so-called zoo, Nigeria, to employ people to go to work? But you went to site your own refinery in Ivory Coast. Abacha took his own to Equatorial Guinea. You see how wicked they are. You see how evil they are. They stand up and they say, oh, this is our country, Nigeria. And some of you are jumping up and down because you're foolish. The person telling you about what Nigeria doesn't love you. Mohammed, his son, they're having fun in Saudi Arabia, driving Ferrari cars, driving Porsche cars. But their father is responsible for making your lives a misery. Responsible for the fact that your daughters are prostitutes on the streets. But you cannot say it because you're foolish. The policeman they are going to send to arrest somebody, your daughter will go through school and will turn out as a harlot at the end of it because no opportunity, there is no decency and no laws to be obeyed by anybody. The person responsible for your daughter's imminent turn into a harlot, you are the one protecting him. That shows how foolish you are. The Zoological Republic. I say, every day you waste time clinging on to Biafra, you'll be shamed and disgraced. When we shame and disgrace you, we give the world instances why Nigerians are baboons and monkeys. How can you have crude oil coming from your land? How can you have state-of-the-art refineries everywhere? How come you cannot refine crude oil to get kerosene and petrol? Why do you have fuel scarcity? Because you're a baboon and a monkey. Hopeless fools. Idiots without shame. Nigeria bakwoko. Mad people. Iran deal raises prospects of fresh oil glut. Some of you, depending on oil, things are about to get worse. Iran has cut a deal with USA. Obama will remain the only president. That is why Americans will be foolish to vote for a black person. If I'm in America, I will not vote for any more black man to be president. Heaven forbid. I won't. The only time a black man was voted into power, the only thing he can think about is legalizing gay marriage. The only thing he can do is to give nuclear weapon to Iran. I don't understand anyway. Somebody, a better president will go in and a white man will go in and turn everything around. Black people, you always disgrace yourselves. Clinton did not do it. George Bush Jr. did not do it. George Bush Sr. did not do it. Neither did, Ronald Reagan or Jimmy Carter before him. Nobody touched it. But as soon as a black man got in, he thought gay, lesbian, marry yourselves. Forgetting that was the reason why, according to them, not me, that's what they told us, their own version. That was the reason why Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. If the country in the world that gave us Pentecostal churches, that gave us evangelical ECW, evangelical mission, that gave us United Church, UCC, that gave us Jehovah's Witness, that gave us Church of Latter-day Saints, the one having Salt Lake City in Utah, the Mormon Church. All of a sudden, all of that nonsense they've been teaching all this while to show how satanic they are, it came to rubbish, to nothing. They have used their own hands, their own handiwork to undermine the very essence of the word of Chukwukika Biama, which they claim to be preaching. Sodom and Gomorrah. Who brought Sodom and Gomorrah into America legally? A black man, so they claim. Of course, half white and half black. Obama. Who gave nuclear weapon to Iran? Obama. All they have to do from Tehran is to say, of course, to hell with them. They just launch one ballistic missile. It will land in Israel and Israel is gone. What will you do? You write RIP, rest in peace. Oh, this is bad, and then you just go and sleep. And Israel will be wiped away. Obama is giving nuclear weapon to Iran that Israel may be killed off. Together with Roman Catholic Church. They are the ones in connivance to eradicate Israel. They are the ones in connivance to take away the temple of Solomon and give it to Islam. They are the one in connivance that the birthplace of Yeshua, Bethlehem in Judea, is now handed over effectively as an Islamic territory. And they come to you, they talk Bible. I'm just looking at you. Just looking at you. As they are playing with your brain. What is it that Roman Catholicism has to gain by giving away the Temple of Solomon to Islam? What have they got to gain? Is that not the same temple where Yeshua prayed and preached? The same temple that Chukwukika Biama said to David, I won't allow you to build it for me. Your hands are too bloody. I will let your son do it for me. Solomon will build this temple, not you. The very essence of faith. And also Christendom. Vatican supported terrorists to take over the Temple of Solomon. You people, you are quiet because you don't know the truth. Sometimes you wonder why black people suffer. They suffer because they abandoned truthfulness. It's you. They abandoned it. But here we speak it. They gave a nuclear weapon to Iran. Very soon, actually Israel. And that is what they want. They want Israel destroyed. They forget that Yahweh Yeshua is actually an Israeli. They forget that. Amazing stuff. Amazing. Borno State has over 1 million refugees, according to National Emergency Management Agency. They won't go and take care of them. They are looking for Radio Biafra and they are. They have over 1 million refugees. They call them IDP. IDP so that the world will not, because when you say refugee, it attracts attention. When they say IDP, if you be sheepishly looking around, what is the meaning of IDP? Refugee in our land. The same way that Biafran children we are sent on exile is how mothers and fathers are sending their own Alamajiri kids into Cameroon, into Chad and into Niger as refugees. What goes around, they say, comes around. Beggars Alamajiri are now in Abuja. Awasa people that are the one controlling the oil, they control the levers of power, they send assassins to go and kill people, they determine where to build any capital infrastructure, and they are also the beggars. They are the ones also begging. You can never please them. If you like, allow Awasa to be ruling forever and ever, they think it's their birthright. To rule everybody forever and ever. Awasa must rule. Of course, the British said yes to it. Britain. Beggars Alamajiri relocate to Abuja. In a place, the zoological. Do you know people fake that they are students? They go to NYSC because there is no money. They bribe people. They go to NYSC. My goodness me. Alamajiri, they are now in Abuja. Even the Sultan is now complaining, oh, Boko Haram, you want to destroy Islam. But when they were killing people to remove Jonathan from office, all of you were quiet. Because they are doing the work that their master asked them to do. The pedophile and terrorist head of state in the whole world. The only place in the whole world where an active terrorist who opened his mouth and confessed that he is a terrorist is a president. The only place in the world. A child molester is a head of state. Do you want to know what their name is? They are called Nigerians. Useless. The most useless people that will ever live on earth. The most useless. Time to criminalize medical worker strike. According to idiots in the zoo, what do they know about withholding of labor? It's like freedom of speech. You can't stop people from somebody withholding their labor is a natural right. I don't want to work. If you force them to work, it turns into slavery. Lunatics who don't know anything. Awusa Fulani. Aboga Awusa, the man who is from Awusa land, fathered by a Muslim of a wayward Igbo woman staying at Owerri government house. How he sneaked in, I don't know. It doesn't surprise me. It was Owazirike's deal. They cut a deal and they brought him in. The Trojan horse. This is a Trojan horse. Aboga Awusa. Kobo. Or Okora Awusa to some of you. It is Aboga because if you see him, give him lipstick and eye pencil and earring. Obarana, you with high heel on his Zuzugari. This man, when his Awusa boyfriend calls him Obaranaga, saying darling to a fellow man, useless people. This man has ignored court or woman. Maybe he's a transvestite. I have no idea. He has ignored a court order because for you to be a man then pretending to be a woman, you have a problem in your head. Maybe when nobody's looking, he will change into bra and underwear like a woman. Who knows? Maybe with suspenders. Aboga Awusa and those following him. They cursed children from Plateau State. He's a Plateau man. Nah, but when I told people this man is from Plateau, he's an Awusa man, they thought I was joking. Oh, who told you so? Are you sure? Stop casting aspersions. Look, I know here non American man who became so. Make sure no. It's an Awusa man. He's an Awusa, proper Awusa, not fake. How he sneaked in, I don't know. Ohaneze, they have now gone deaf and dumb. Okay, Sona Bayenaji. Very soon, the son of the Sultan of Sokoto will be the governor of Anambra. Who knows? Lunatics. Aboga Awusa is going against court order. What is the court order? Is with monarchs. A court gave an order. The reason why I'm discussing this baboon this morning is to let the world know that you cannot reform an average Nigerian. Because an average Nigerian is an animal. They don't reason very well. When you tell them, they get upset. But as I said, I just don't say things to you. I give you proof, instances to demonstrate beyond every reasonable doubt that you people are baboons and monkeys. The essence of law is to maintain a semblance of order. That people may follow a particular path or pattern in adherence to civil norms and rules. Simple thing, isn't it? Do you know that somebody who will sign his signature to agree a law after the House of Assembly must have made it is himself breaking the law? Why is he breaking the law? Because he's a governor. Why is he being allowed to get away with it? But it's because he's in a place called Nigeria, the zoo. He snubs court order, stops monarchs' allowances. If you break a court order, what's it called? Contempt of court. You go to the courthouse cell. Sit down there. Or you've been impeached. They break the law with impunity. Nobody gives. No, not at all. If you tell the truth, go and kill him, go and arrest him, kill them, arrest them. But you are breaking the law. Aboga Awosa. Okorocha to those that sent him. Imo State governor. You are breaking the law, ain't you? The court said you must pay the traditional rulers. You said you won't pay them. Are you not breaking the law? Of course you are. You are. Boko Haram puts their leader, Buhari, in a tight spot because he's their leader. He is willing to negotiate all of a sudden. But when you are going to kill Muhammad Yusuf, you are not willing to negotiate. You just, let's go and kill their leader. Let's go and kill him now. We are Nigerian armed forces. You are doing armed forces against civilians, against ordinary people. You, all of you in army uniform, your mates all over the world, US troops, you British, they are all over the world fighting for their country. Not inside America, harassing people, doing roadblock and checkpoint. But anyway, you are black. It won't affect you, will it? Do you have pride or sense of honor? I don't think you do. You are a typical African man. You don't reason. That's why you're black and hopeless. Lack of brain analytical power. You don't make use of your brain. Let me ask you once again. You are busy arresting people. Check up. There is an army headquarters at Ngwa High School. Is there any war happening around that area? The answer is no. What are you doing at Ngwa High School? I don't get it. The army is there to fight external aggressors. People coming from outside, maybe market women at Cotonou, coming to invade the dirtiest city in the world. Do you see how foolish you people are? Common sense. Common sense you don't have. Why is it that as a soldier, you are in the market looking for somebody to arrest inside the market where people are trading? Is that the job of a soldier? Is that the job of a soldier? How many times, those of you idiotic Nigerians, baboons and monkeys living in America, how many times have you seen an American soldier come to your neighbor's house to arrest them because they're having a dispute over a piece of land at the back? I don't know what is wrong with black people, that they cannot reason properly. Anyway, Ogidi community decries abandoned road project. Everywhere road is abandoned. Please, Obiano, look into it. If there is money, build this very road for them. Very, very important, please. Obiano, I know you're listening. Go and build the road for them. Please, go and build the road for them. Very, very important. Prioritize it. There are things we can do to build road without government involvement. But we'll do that very soon. We don't need any government. We are going to clean up our bar without any government involved. That is the promise I made to them, and we're going to keep it. We will keep it. You will see what will happen. We are going to tidy it up, man, your mama, Nkoma, and bring in foreign medical doctors and nurses. We know for what Abba did the 30th of May, I said to them that you will see what will happen. We are discussing it, planning with our people behind closed doors. Very soon you will see the difference. We know what we are doing. We know what we are doing. NUT rejects compulsory computer purchase in Anambra. Don't force people to buy computers, but of course, teachers do need computers. You see, this is the type of thing that World Igbo Congress should be doing, that Aki Kenga should be doing, but they're busy looking for their pockets. Not everybody. What stops Igbo people of Anambra descent or Biafrans from Anambra in America buying? In fact, each teacher in Anambra can have 4 laptops if they want. Only Anambra Association in USA. Only Anambra Association in the USA can buy all the laptops the teachers need in Anambra for free. But do you know why they won't do it? Because we are black people. We are not charitable. One white man can buy them laptops, It's very easy. And I'm asking our people in the USA to begin to explore means to do so. Every teacher in Biafra land, every teacher, Sapele, in Wari, in Ugeli, in Okwale, in Yenogoa, in Kalagbare, in Nembe, in Okrika, everywhere, every teacher at least should have a laptop. At least. If a teacher is not internet savvy these days or know how to use computer, how are they going to teach our children? How are they going to teach our children? Even if it is second hand, I am making an appeal to all Biafrans all over the world, those who can. We need to supply free laptops to all our teachers in Biafra land. In Ogoja, in Calabar, in Uyo, in Eket, in Oron, everywhere. Everywhere. In Igede, we want laptops for all the teachers we have, at least primary school, which is very, very key. We can do it, is nothing. If you can't afford it, speak to a white man. Say to the white man, I'm from a very poor place. My village is very poor, please. My people are trying to organize something to aid education where we come from. Let's use it as something very big that we are going to do. To provide every primary school teacher in Biafra land at least a laptop. Not when we give it to you, you give it to your child. It's for you to learn and to use to teach our children. It is a project. I want the Directorate of State to note this thing I'm saying very down immediately, please. Mazi will note it down. We are going to pursue this actively. We are going to speak to all the foundations of the world to make sure that they fund it, if we can't. But I've got World Igbo Congress, American Igbo Congress, Anambra Igbo Congress, Igbo, rubbish, no, nonsense. They can't do nothing. They have the power, but they don't want to use it. It's to be running around as middlemen. Atlanta. Our teachers, they need laptops. Obiano does not have the money because there is no money to be. They don't give them money anymore. The oil is not selling very well, so there is no money. This time around, I will have to defend some of the governors. There is no money in the coffers, in the kitty, to go around. I know that very well. Obiano does not have the money to give the teachers the laptops that they need. Therefore, as Biafrans, we must make sure we equip our primary school teachers, if not for anything else. Please. Very, very important. Very, very important. UK. Onyebuchi is very strong, our UK coordinator. Very, very strong. Begin to look at ways whereby we can get laptops and give to our teachers back home. There are charitable organizations, there are organizations here that can fund it. Let us tap into them. Everywhere, those of you living in the rich countries of Europe, I mean in Northern Europe, from the north of France going upwards, those of you in those areas, begin to talk. Every IPOB family, begin to negotiate with the government where you are. We need laptops to make sure that our teachers back home, that they are connected. We want to let them know that there is a difference between IPOB and every other movement on earth. That is what I said. If you look at what is happening in Anambra, they are crying out for help. I understand what the education board is trying to do by making sure that the teachers, they have access to the internet. It's understandable. I agree completely and totally. But I also know that the government doesn't have the money to buy them. Because we have not heard of any squandering of money anywhere. If we do, we'll go after them. But not yet. So we believe that there is no money to buy all these things. We know that for sure. Let us try and do something about it. We are not just IPOB for nothing. We work very, very hard. Go and speak to the countries where you are. Those of you in Canada, in USA, those of you even in Brazil, those of you in the Scandinavian countries, those of you in Northern Europe, the ones in Germany especially. You see United Kingdom, you see Germany, you see all Scandinavian countries. All of you. We need you to lobby your governments where you are. Our teachers back in Biafra land, they need laptop computers to teach our children better. I want them to carry laptops into the class and begin to teach our kids. This is what it is. Very, very important, please. We do so. Because they won't do it for us. They take our oil, but they won't do it for us. Let's continue. Yobe Tribunal admits 204,900 exhibits. Only one tribunal, 204,000 exhibits. The only place in the world. Do you know there was election in the UK? Around about the same time there was election in the zoo. Are they going to court? The answer is no. Why? Because they are civilized. They are going to court in the zoo. Why? Because they are uncivilized. Baboons and monkeys. Going to a tribunal. Something so simple. Who do you prefer to the other to represent your interest. We have chosen this person and then everybody goes to court. Mad people. And the judges are making a killing. After that, they send their daughter Atinuke to London for studies. Boko Haram has now killed another 43 and are cutting the throat of people in Borno, in Borno, the new ISIS method. Very, very sad indeed. Very, very sad. Everywhere there is sadness. Oshun workers have now declared a fresh strike over incomplete payment. They are very crafty. They have taken part of the money. They are still going on strike for the remainder. The only place in the whole world. Ask Tinubu to bring back some of the money he has abroad. Ask Babangida, since he loves Nigeria. Oh, this is our country, Nigeria. Ask Babangida to bring back some of the money he has stolen. Ask Atiku Abubakar to bring back the stolen money that is abroad. He used to buy the Kapinski at Dubai Mall in the UAE. Ask, what's his name? Abdulsalami Abubakar. Bring all that money you are carrying away. As soon as Abacha died, they called you to take over. All the money you were stealing and carrying away, where is that money? Bring it. The teachers, they need it. The workers at Oshun, they want to be paid. How about Fashola? 143 billion. Bring back some of the money to pay the teachers and to pay all the workers who are being owed. All of you that stole money in the guise of taking loan, bring back the money. Everybody will be paid. People will be comfortable. But you won't do it, will you? Because you are criminals. You are all criminals and hypocrites, of course. Timumbu visits Buhari, says there is no rift between them. Do you know why? Because the British Deputy High Commissioner went to go and see Timumbu to say to them, stop this thing you're doing. If you two continue, Biafra will come. Go and reconcile. You know, British, I have lived with them. I can predict them. Around the outside Britain. Anytime Britain makes any move, I can predict them. I'm telling you. The other day, you saw them going to see Timumbu. The only fear that Britain has is that Biafra will come. Britain is the major obstacle we have. They ran to Timumbu and said to him, run to Buhari immediately, go and reconcile, or else Biafra will come. Can't you see they're making waves all over the world? And then the idiot has gone to say, there is no rift between us. We know them very well. Very, very well. We knew of Zaria bombing before it happened, according to Nasser El-Rufai, the thieving, stealing governor of Kaduna State. He's a proper Sharia man, proper thief. He's the one that said that for every Fulani person killed, which is Boko Haram, that they are going to pay back. That was why Buhari bombed Cross River and Akwa Ibom. Because of the potency of Radio Biafra, they all ran away. They said, no, we didn't do it, but we have the pictures. How come a little black child has napalm covering all over his body? How come? Are we in Vietnam? The Nigerian, now they don't want to tap the phone call. I'm saying to CIA, why don't you tap the phone call of the zoo? You will understand the communication between the idiot who was at Calabar and his Oga, a Yoruba man that said, go and bomb them. All of a sudden they're saying no. That is the potency of the work we are doing. Because if you had kept quiet, they would have, like Odi, they will obliterate everywhere. That is why they're scared of Radio Biafra. Court staff averts another explosion in Jos. The death and the mayhem is continuing. This is Radio Biafra. That concludes our news headline presentation. We will now go into our news summary. Our news summary. Who said Ongwa people are not with us? Who said so? That Ongwa are not with us. Who said so? Who said Ongwa people are not with us? Please, don't say that. Please, please. Ongwa people are very, very strong. They have given us land. Are you aware of that? Don't say that. There are individuals who are foolish. It doesn't mean that everybody is. It doesn't. No. People are not foolish. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. We continue. We continue our work. This is Radio Biafra. Ongwa people are with us. I have been to Ongwa to go and attend veterans meetings inside Ongwa. So they are very much with us. They are very much with us. This is Radio Biafra. Let's continue. Let's continue. Who says they're threatening their peace accord? Somebody says Jonathan is furious. Buhari is threatening our peace accord. What peace accord? What peace accord is that? They signed a peace accord. Don't probe me and I won't probe you. Okay. Don't probe me and I won't probe you. But all of a sudden, Jonathan has, the terrorist and pedophile, the pedophile extraordinaire has gone against it. They have gone against it. My goodness me. Let us see. No, not important. There's a piece of news I saw. I thought it was important. No, of course it's not. It's the same gossip recycling. Chief of army staff said this. The chief of defense staff, chief of kitchen staff, chief of bedroom staff. Rubbish. Nonsense. News. Let's continue. The news in greater detail, please. The operators of Radio Biafra have rubbished the zoo government for claiming that it has jammed the transmission signals of the station, which has been operating illegally from an unknown location. I don't know, Yoruba people are foolish, you know. You know, some people are so daft. People are just plain, you know, the more I read all these things, the more I have this hatred towards black people because of their stupidity and ignorance. Who told you that Radio Biafra is operating illegally? We pay tax to Her Majesty's government. We are registered in England and Wales. How is that illegal? People are so foolish, you know. Are you not receiving BBC Awasa service right now? Awasa Alomajidi people. Don't you listen to BBC Awasa service? Don't you listen to Voice of America where you are? Are they illegal? Are they not transmitting into the zoo? Are they illegal? They are on the air. Airwaves, frequency. What is the matter with the brain of black people that they cannot reason in this UG? What is wrong with you people? What is illegal about Radio Biafra? You're not listening, are you? You're deaf and dumb. We are a registered concern in England and Wales. Company's house. We have filed our tax returns. We have filed our annual returns. What is wrong with Yoruba? Don't you investigate before you write your nonsense that Radio Biafra is written in the UK? Are you that foolish? The same thing that BBC is doing. BBC is registered in the UK. They are broadcasting our service. Are you not receiving it where you are now? Useless black people. Useless you are. Because your brain doesn't function very well. You're not reasonable. We are from unknown location. Have you not been to the website of Radio Biafra? Can't you see telephone numbers and our address? If you go to company's house, can't you see our address there? Are you people that stupid? Are you that hopeless that you cannot research? You can't reason? You just get up and you write rubbish? Anyway, you are black people. And that is why I call you a baboon, a monkey. You can't reason. This is from Awasa reporters or Sahara reporters. It's Sahara anyway because it's Awasa Sahel. Who lives in the Sahara region? Oh, the Awasa and the Alomajiri. He's working for them, Sahara reporters and the Awasa and Handush. Let's continue. The operators of Radio Biafra have rubbished the zoo government for claiming that it has jammed. I'm reading from because, you know, we don't write our own news because you won't believe it. So we read what other people are writing. It's called blogging. It's called we give people credit so we can do it. Because if we write the news, you say, no, it's not true. I want to hear from our man. I want to hear from Yoruba. So we are reading from Yoruba newspaper or website or whatever it's called. So you will believe. That's why do you go to Yoruba church? It's because you don't believe that miracle is possible from somebody who is a Biafran. That is why you run to Yoruba churches. Inferiority complex. That is what they have done to you. They are Yoruba Church, Winners Chapel, Underground Chapel, Redeemed Chapel, Unredeemed One. The operators of Radio Biafra have rubbished the zoo for claiming that it has jammed the transmission signal of the station, which has been operating illegally from an unknown location. Illegally. What is illegal? We are registered in the UK. We are doing exactly what BBC is doing. So what's illegal about it? You know, people are so daft, you know. They want me to be parading on the street saying, oh, here I am with one big signboard. Don't you know, I'm on Nnamdi Kanu, here I come. And they will be the one to write and say, he is seeking publicity. Didn't you see me in Aba? Did you not see me in Aba? You didn't want to report it. Because if you report it, you will say that I was there. And therefore, if you go on to keep writing rubbish that we don't know who they are, people will say, are you not foolish? Didn't you see him and write about him? See how daft you are. See how foolish people are in this UG. That's why I have no regard for stupid people from Africa. Only if you're reasonable. If you demonstrate a capacity to reason, then we bring you out from that group of people and call you a human being. Use your brain. Use it. That's why you have it. Go and refine ordinary crude oil into petrol, kerosene, diesel, and all the rest of it. Then you're a human being, not importing everything, including your own coffin. Dr. Yemi Folashade Eshan, the permanent secretary of the Federal Ministry of Information, stated this while speaking with State House correspondents after she had briefed President Buhari on the activities of the ministry. We also gave a report to Buhari on Radio Biafra that because right now the signal from Radio Biafra has been jammed. The National Broadcasting Commission has successfully jammed that. The NBC is also working with security operatives to get those who are behind the radio because it's an illegal radio. So is BBC illegal? How can Radio Biafra, you see, people, Yoruba, you are foolish. How can Radio Biafra be illegal when we are registered in England and Wales as an operating concern? We paid tax last year to Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs. Are you aware of it? We paid the national insurance for the workers of Radio Biafra. You not listening, you fools? We paid the tax, the employer's tax, employee tax. Don't you reason, you buffoons and monkeys? Black people. Hey, my goodness me. It is not licensed by anybody to be on the Zoo airwaves. Did you license VOA? If you go now and tune in on shortwave, all those French one, even the French one that T.A. Orji brought to jam Radio Biafra in Aba, were they licensed? It is the airwaves. You can't license it. We were broadcasting on shortwave. I said the people in New Zealand, they were getting it on their radio. We don't need license from New Zealand. We don't need license from South Africa. We are on the air. Are you sure these are here? No, of course they are not. Baboons and monkeys. Baboons and monkeys. Let's continue. But in a swift response, Radio Biafra wrote on their Twitter page that the NBC lied. NBC lied to their master. Radio Biafra is live in Biafra and they cannot even ban our local station. Do they even know we also transmit via satellite and online as well? The station also wrote things that cannot be published. Why didn't you publish it? Because I called you a baboon and a monkey. You don't want to write it. Are you not a baboon? Are you not also them? I'm not joking. Do you reason? Because if you reason as a journalist, you will know that Radio Biafra pays tax to the Queen Elizabeth government, Her Majesty's government, for information. So we cannot be illegal. We are not illegal, for information. We tell you who you are. That is why it cannot be published. Meanwhile, our correspondent in Port Harcourt, it is Igwocha, Alamarama, beautiful land, Igwocha. River State confirmed that the station is still broadcasting as at 8 p.m. yesterday. Of course, we are live and direct in Dioshi. All of these journalists, they don't reason. They don't think very well. They just get up and they write rubbish. Somehow, people listen to them. Somehow, people follow them, which is very, very odd indeed. Very, very odd indeed. This is Radio Biafra. Our lines are not opened up yet. When it does, we'll invite you to, of course, place your calls. We must continue. Had to drink some water. We need to continue. We must continue. Which is not something I do very often. But today I've had to. Let us continue, please. This is Radio Biafra. The National Bureau of Statistics. National Bureau of Statistics. Because others have it, so the zoo must also have it. What are they statisticking? If I may ask. Absolutely nothing. People are looking for jobs, you know. You went to university, you read statistics, so you have to put it into practice. They said yesterday that the irregular supply of premium motor spirit, which is ordinary petrol, in the zoo increased the consumer price index measuring inflation from 9% in May to 9.2% in June. Every blessed month, inflation is rising extra. This year alone, nearly 10%. This year, nearly 10%. The NBS, the National Bureau of Statistics, is in the CPI report explained that petrol supply side challenges continue to have an adverse impact. They should stop writing rubbish. Write simple English. Simple English that ordinary people who are already downtrodden can understand the garbage you're talking about. What they're trying to say is that they are facing supply side challenges, which means that the zoo is incapable of refining petrol. That all the refineries are dormant. If having inflation has a negative effect on the zoo economy, why don't you mitigate against it? Why don't you start refining petrol to rein in on inflation? But they won't do it. Why? They are baboons and monkeys. They don't have the brain to do it. They are black. That's the way they are. They can't do anything. Just to complain. They can't do anything. New supply could further pressure prices, but any sell-off depends on Tehran increasing production in the face of competition because there is oil everywhere. The zoo, you think you are in problem, your problem is about to increase. A nuclear deal between Iran and 6 world powers raised the specter of a fresh oil glut, further pressuring prices, but any sell-off depends on how successful Tehran can increase production and sell crude in the face of competition. The possibility of up to 1 million new barrels of Iranian oil flooding into the global market, the amount Iranian officials aim to deliver within months, comes at a critical time. China's stock market turmoil in recent weeks could slow down an economy that was expected to account for a lot of energy demand growth. Meanwhile, U.S. petroleum production remains very strong, and countries such as Iraq and Saudi Arabia are pumping record amounts. The zoo is down. The zoo is down and out. Because when they go to order the Islamic meeting, Saudi Arabia will say, "Oh, we are the holy people of Islam. You are only the slave from Africa. Therefore, we are going to pump 1 million barrels a day. You, baboon from Africa, I want you to pump only 10,000." And they'll say, "Yes, ranka dede, yeah, ranka dede. Assalamu alaikum." And they'll leave the meeting. And then the little one they will sell, Buhari will send it to Zainab and Aisha to be spending, and then telling you about find Radio Biafra and close it down. Let's continue, please. As at the end of June this year, the 6 states of Adamawa, Bauchi, Borno, Gombe, Taraba, and Yobe are identified to have 1.4 million refugees, comprising of 1,800 families. 188,000 families. 188,547 families are involved. Alamajiri. They are refugees. The same thing that happened to us. What goes around comes around. Borno State has the highest with 1,02,688 refugees, followed by Yobe with 5,454 refugees. These are refugees. They have fled from their homes. Refugee, no. The director of disaster risk reduction. So you mean you can reduce the disaster and the risk? What's his name? It's Al Hassan Nuhu. Can you imagine an Al-Majri being strategic in their thinking? But he's heading an organization that requires men with common sense, people who can reason. But Al-Majri director of disaster risk reduction. Hey. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that Al-Majri is everywhere. They are refugees as well. And they have also flooded into Abuja. Following Governor Nasser El-Rufai's ban on begging and street hawking in Kaduna State, there has been an influx of Al-Majri and beggars to the Federal Capital Territory of Abuja. This is not the right time for the governor to send us away. We voted him in because we thought he would allow us free passage to carry out our business without hindrance. Their business is to beg. Black people, honestly, it's laughable. This is really going to be difficult for us if we are kept off the streets, because that is how these are WhatsApp Al-Majri. El-Rufai, Nasser El-Rufai, they have stolen all the money given to their children to be buying posh cars abroad and dining white girls. But back where they claim they are the governor, people are begging on the streets. And the people who are begging, they are actually saying, please allow us to be begging. We won't disturb you. Let us just beg. We are Wasafulani. This is our life. We love begging. When we are not begging in Achinama, we move cattle from place to place. Let us beg. The man said, no, you have to leave. And he said they voted for him To avert what Abdullahi foresaw as difficult time in Kaduna, many beggars and street urchins decided to relocate to the Federal Capital Territory, where they hope to be allowed to continue business without harassment. Business meaning to continue begging. And then at night, they will do a bit of alamajri here and there. And when they graduate, they join Boko Haram. And then Buhari will welcome them. And then if they are lucky, not lucky, they may even recruit them into police and army and then send them down to Ezinachi, to mount roadblock and be collecting money and raping Igbo girls. All over the world, medical workers, doctors, nurses, and others in the healthcare delivery system are classified as providing essential services. Such is the importance of their services that when curfews are imposed, they are exempted. The reason is not for people, is Awasa man trying to explain, Awasa newspaper leadership trying to justify that medical workers should not go on strike. If they can't go on strike, then you cannot stop paying them their salary when it's due. That is why I said to the governor of Delta State, Okowa, make sure you pay doctors and nurses, the health workers. Make sure you pay teachers. I don't care if you pay yourself or your commissioners. Make sure you pay doctors, nurses, teachers. Key, those people are essential. When I mean essential, these people are key in any society. Doctors, nurses, teachers, then you're talking. These are the people you need to take care of. They are the people you need to take care of. Very, very important, please, that you do so. I'm telling the governor, not just of Delta State, but of everywhere in Biafra land. Make sure you pay the health workers and the teachers. Then you are safe. My mom is not a teacher. Neither is my mom a doctor or my father. No. But these people, they are key. Teachers, important. So also doctors and nurses. Very, very important. And I would have added law enforcement like police to it, but in the police won't do. They are the armed robbers, so we can't add them. Let's continue. Despite the restraining order by an Owerri High Court, and Owerri High Court issued a restraining order asking parties to respect the pendency of the suit brought before the court by 40 aggrieved traditional rulers in Imo State. Governor Rochas Okoro Awosa or Aboga Awosa, depending on your preference, has directed the non-payment of monthly allowance to all the 40 traditional rulers who instituted legal action against him and 9 others. Because they are in court, they should not be paid in contravention of a court order. In contravention of a court order. The news that the pedophile and the terrorist, Muhammadu Buhari, will be willing to negotiate with Boko Haram as a way to end the relentless bombing campaigns by the terrorists has drawn mixed reactions from civil society, while some people believe the battle to end Boko Haram's ongoing massacre of innocent citizens cannot be won without a negotiated settlement. Others argue passionately that the right way to deal with Boko Haram brutal crusade is through relentless military force. I am in league with everyone who advocates the latter view, with relentless military force, because you are not reasonable. America fought Taliban, the whole of NATO. Are you telling me that the zoo army is better prepared to fight than the whole of NATO put together? The answer is no. They did not defeat the Afghans. They did not defeat the Taliban. Not all Afghans are terrorists. The Taliban was not defeated. America ran away and opened up an office in Qatar, begging them to come there to negotiate. Who are you? A ragtag band of idiots. There seems to be this myth that the zoo military is strong. Of course, it's not strong. They are cowards. So you didn't see that Niger and Chad are pulling out because where they expect the zoo army to be, they're not there. You can crush Boko Haram with relentless military might and force because you're living in Lagos in the area. The Obunike Ogudi UK Idan Abatete Road, which was supposed to be one of the projects for which both the former and present governor will be remembered for, has rather become a source of big worry to the communities concerned, especially Ogidi Town. This is because work on the road has since been abandoned, leaving flood water to feast on Earth's surface already exposed by heavy road machinery. If you are close to Obiano and he is listening, make sure you attend to this road, please. It needs to be completed, or else people don't know the meaning of erosion. They don't know what erosion does. It washes away the topsoil. When the topsoil is gone, anything you plant on that land will not do very well again. That is why you need to go and complete the road, please. Obiano, we know you're listening. Your people are listening. Ogidi Road, the Obunike, Ogidi, Umuoji, Uke, Idani, Abatete Road must be completed. Must be completed, please. We beg of you. Let's continue. Anambra state teachers have rejected the compulsory information technology package planned for them by the state government. The state secretary of the Union of Teachers, Ms. Nnenna Okonkwo, told correspondents in Oka on Tuesday. She said the union had written to the State Commissioner for Education, Professor Kate Omenoga, to explain to her that the condition given to the teachers for the computer purchase were unconscionable and unacceptable. Of course, it should be. You don't force teachers to buy computers. Biafrans all over the world should endeavor to make sure that they provide. In fact, we can do it village by village. How many primary school teachers do you have in your village? In my own village, it is Union Primary School. How many teachers are there? People from there, you can either do it that way to buy laptops for the teachers that are in those primary schools, or we can do it en masse and come together and do it worldwide. Let us provide our teachers with laptops at home, please. Very, very important. They need to be on this page. That is why we are defeating the zoo, because we are on a platform that they cannot touch. So it will also serve the interest of Biafra that our children are computer literate. Very, very important, please. Very, very important. We can educate them even better. And the zoo will fall even quicker. Let us consider that, please. You don't force teachers to buy laptops, please. Note that. The Yobe State Governorship Election Petitions Tribunal, sitting in Abuja on Tuesday, commenced hearing in the petition filed by the PDP candidate in April 11, 2015, Paul Alhaji Adamu Waziri, challenging the victory of the incumbent governor Ibrahim Gaidam of the APC. APC is everywhere. If you don't vote for them, they will kill you. How many evidence or pieces of evidence have been tendered? 204,900 exhibits. Amazing stuff. Amazing. Boko Haram has now killed 43 others and slit the throats of some in Borno. Suspected members of the Boko Haram sect have continued their bloodthirst, killing at least 43 persons across 4 villages in Borno State. The government slit the throats of many and fired at fleeing crowd. Welcome to the zoo. Who started it off? It is Muhammadu Buhari. I will make the zoo ungovernable. And now they are making his own regime ungovernable, and people are not talking about it. Workers in Osun State have declared a fresh strike barely 24 hours after the suspension of a previous 2-month industrial action. It was gathered that the labor leaders declared the strike after discovering that only 50% of their salaries were paid to grade level 8 and above workers. It will be recalled that the workers have suspended the strike after signing a memorandum of understanding on Monday detailing how they wanted their salaries to be paid. As part of the agreement, general salary was expected to be paid on Tuesday and February on Thursday, but they said that the state government paid half to some workers. They are getting their January and their February salary now. And we are in July. Hey, the zoo. When we say this thing, they are full of hate. It is seditious. They have not paid the workers. What is seditious about that? To go and pay workers their money. The money is there. You've been selling petrol. Buhari, you are the sole finance minister. I will treat that very subject in the evening. Good evening, and I met you, Baraka. Where is the account? Since you've been in power, how much oil have you sold? Al-Majri, who is now selling oil. That's what they want now, oil. Everybody wants oil. Let's continue. The government of the Zoological Republic has linked its inability to meet the Millennium Development Goals to poor policies in the sector. Other reasons are poor coordination, dearth of infrastructure, lack of universal health coverage, and out-of-pocket health expenditure. Nonsense. They talk about this garbage all the time. Why Millennium Goals were goals set by white people to see if they can help Africa to come out of the perpetual poverty cycle and malaise they've been in. But they can't do it because of their brain. I tell you all the time, Oyibo mapped all these things. That's Millennium Development Goal. Let's go and achieve it. Let's go to Millennium and do this and do that. But the fact of the matter is that the black people you have in Africa, they are incapable of reason. That is why they can't achieve it. Do they have any railway? The answer is no. Do they have any canals? The answer is no. Do they have proper irrigation systems? The answer is no. Even things that were made possible by the Romans 4,000 years ago, they can't do it today. This OG. Black. Things that Germans were able to do 4,000 years ago, black people in Africa today cannot do it. Oh, on not in this COG, he's insulting us now. All the years they've been telling you black is beautiful, what have you achieved? Nothing. Maybe if you were told the truth as to how useless you are, you'll be able to do something. If not for anything, out of anger and shame. Millennium Goal, my foot. What did the people who drink from plastic bag? What Millennium Goal are they going to achieve? They can't even drink water from tap. This is from a waterproof bag. The national leader of the APC, the criminal extraordinaire, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has refuted any rift between him and Buhari. He also stated that he made no demand on the party over the leadership crisis. He's a liar anyway. He went to Abuja to go and see Buhari. They said they broke fast together at New Banquet Hall at the presidential villa. Following the visit, because Buhari sent the British Deputy High Commissioner to go and tell Tinubu, if you don't come together, Biafra will go, and all that oil money we enjoy will be gone. Then he ran to him to say there is no rift. That is the zoo for you. Anyway, we must continue. El Rufai said he knew about the bombing before it happened. Then why didn't he stop it? He's a sitting governor, and the chief sponsor of Boko Haram. He was the one that said that if you kill any Boko Haram member, we'll kill some of you. He was the person that instigated the bombing of Akwa Ibom and also of Cross River State late last month, by no other person than the terrorist in chief. An office assistant serving at a magistrate court in Bukuru, Jos South local government area of Plateau State averted an explosion at the court in the early hours of Tuesday, residents and witnesses have said. The police public relations officer in Jos, Abu Emmanuel, when contacted over the alleged explosive, confirmed that the device was found. He denied that it was an explosive device, but went ahead to commend the staff who found the device and asked residents to be cautious. Everywhere there is bombing. Who is doing the bombing? Awasa Fulani. Who is controlling the oil? Awasa Fulani. Who are the ones who are ruling the zoo? Awasa Fulani. Who is the Attorney General? Awasa Fulani. Who are the ones controlling the ministries, the parastatals, all the big ones? Awasa Fulani. Who are the ones on the streets begging as Alamajiri? Awasa Fulani. They are everywhere. Everywhere they are. We must understand that very, very clearly. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and direct. That concludes our news this very morning. Our lines are now opening up, including the coordinator's line. I hasten to add, the coordinator's line is active, and you are also at liberty to call it. We are, let me see how many channels we're going to be on. I loved what happened on Skype yesterday. People were calling us on Skype, and we are going back to Skype again this very morning. If you wish to call back, make sure your connection is very, very strong before making contact with us. Make sure it is very, very strong. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are very much direct. 628 missed calls already. My goodness me. We must continue to do our work because Chukwokika Biama in heaven is the only one presiding over the proceedings of man on earth. And once again, please, on IMO, we are featuring very, very heavily. If you call us there, we will be able to answer you as well. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and we are direct. And please, on Skype, it is Radio Biafra 4. Radio Biafra and the figure 4. If you want to contact us via that very channel, please, it is Radio Biafra and then 4, please. If you want to speak to us on Skype, if you want to talk to us on, no, that is WhatsApp. WhatsApp is still the same. It's +44 78 31 30 8376 +44 78 313 08376. It is also the same number for IMO, and we have people are now sending us text messages on our line, which is also very good, which is the line we have for our studios in Biafra land. The lines we have for our studios in Biafra land. This is Radio Biafra. Let's go. I have a slight cough. I don't know why. Let's go to IMO to see who is there. The caller on IMO, can you hear me? The caller on IMO, can you hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, this is calling you from Aba.
What is your full name? If you don't say Chooks to me, what is your name? You give me your name and your father's
Okay.
name.
Okay. This is Chooks Ikenna.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, sir. I congratulate you for what you are doing for us. I'm very, very happy.
Thank you.
Because yesterday I was like, what is happening? So, but thank God that it worked very well. So I was trying to that yesterday. I wanted to give you some information before I continue what I wanted to say. A friend called me and he said at Ibere that the terror through the Fulani, they wanted to rape a woman. So one young man, a youth.
I have a caller. If I take your call on Skype, stay where you are and I'll come to you. Never ever disengage. The caller on Skype, can you hear me? The caller on Skype, can you hear me?
Yeah, director, I can hear you clearly.
And what is your name and where are you calling us from? Yes, go ahead. I can hear you.
My name is Ikechukwu. Yeah, my name is Ikechukwu, and I'm calling from Enugu, Biafra.
I don't like people who don't listen. Ikechukwu, who is your name? If you call Radio Biafra, give me your name and your father's name. You didn't give birth to yourself. David is the son of Jesse. Is that not correct? What is your father's name? That tell me, Ikechukwu. The caller on Skype, no, they cannot. People are calling with very weakened lines. That is the problem they have. Weak lines. I don't know why. The caller on Skype, can you hear me? No, they cannot hear me. The caller on Skype, can you hear me? No, they cannot hear me. The one on IMO, can you hear me? I want somebody who is reasonable and sensible to make sense to me this morning. The one on IMO, can you hear me? No, they cannot hear me either. Let's continue until a sensible human being calls Radio Biafra. The caller on Skype, can you hear me?
No, they cannot hear me.
No, this is the morning for morons. Unbelievable. I have a caller on Skype. Can you hear me? The caller on Skype, can you hear me? No, they can't. The caller on Skype, can you hear me?
Hello, good morning, Director.
Good. A human being, you're talking like a woman. What is wrong with people this morning? Because in the Awusa, you turn on the Awusa to be calling us this morning. Is it a morning for Awusa father the idiots answering Igbo names? Who cannot speak up and speak like a man? What type of nonsense is this? The caller on Skype, can you hear me? The caller on Skype, can you hear me?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Please, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is John Naledo.
And where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling you from Ogoni Land.
Ogoni Land. Thank you very much. Please go ahead. No, it is the zoo. The connection is very, very weak. The caller on the line, can you hear me? On Skype, can you hear me?
Good morning, Director.
Good morning to you. What is your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from
Igbocha. Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm appreciating what you are doing for us, being Africa.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Go ahead.
For what you are doing. Yesterday, yes, I can hear. Yes, that they blocked our channel. I was not happy, but this morning when I told you online.
Did you listen last night?
Hello,
Did you listen last night? Did you listen last night? Did you listen last night when they said that?
Yes. But,
no. The lines are not very clear. It's not from here. It's not from here. Let's try. The caller on Skype, can you hear me? Can you hear me? No, people are calling us from the zoo, but the zoo doesn't have good infrastructure. You cannot be calling somebody on Skype from the zoo when perhaps your bundle, your data bundle is not for making Skype calls. It's not possible. It's not just possible. It won't get through. The caller on Skype, can you hear me? No, cannot hear me. The caller on Skype, can you hear me?
Good morning, Director.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Chibueze is calling from Dakar, Senegal.
Much more clearer. Even Dakar, Senegal is clearer than the zoo, the so-called giant of Africa. You can't make a Skype call from there. Please go ahead. The world is listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, Director, I just want to commend you for all your work you have been doing for us. I have been listening to the news this morning, and when I heard that they jammed our frequency on air, I was laughing because I knew that it's a pure lie. It cannot happen because I know that we are not operating from the zoo, and it is not possible for them to jam. Even when they jam it, we can easily change to another channel. So, Director, that is, by the way, my main purpose of calling you is just to tell you that we Biafrans in Senegal, we are solidly behind you, and we appreciate you for all you have been doing for us. I've been trying for a long time to speak with you online, on air here, but it's not possible. But I'm happy that I got you today. Director, please keep on keeping on, like your Deputy Uche Mefo used to say. We appreciate you and we thank you. May Tukwabiama continue to guide and protect you and protect all genuine Biafrans. Thank you, Director.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I have a caller on the phone. Please give us your name and where you're calling us from. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Hello? Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Thank you very much. What is your name and where are you calling from? You're on IMO. What is your name and where are you calling from? Speak in English, please. The world is listening. Not only Igbo people, this is Radio Biafra. Other people don't speak Igbo, they listen to this radio station. Continue, please, but in English, if you can.
My name is Uchechukwu Onodugo. I'm calling from Enugu.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I wish to appreciate what you are doing in the Radio Biafra.
Thank you.
Behind you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I also wish to make a little appeal to you.
Go ahead and do so.
You know, sometimes when we listen to you, it appears as if you are scolding all of us, scolding everybody. We are so much in support of what I wish to the anger on your voice. Some of us who are your supporters, when you, even the way you talk about black man and this and that, yes, we have made our mistakes. All of us condemn it. We wish to work together and achieve what we are asking for. So I appreciate the work you are doing. It's a very nice. Now I wish you tone down a bit on the. Some of us who are supporters, we see sometimes that we are also being attacked by you. So
yes. Myself, I am also under attack. So is my wife. So is my child. So also are my parents. Nobody is exempt from this until we become free. We must be free to work for it. We are not in the business of making people feel very good. It's not our job here. If you're upset, channel your anger towards making sure you break away from the zoological republic. You will build a civilization for the world to be proud of. We are not here to say nice things to people so they become very nice and like us. That is rubbish. We don't need to be loved or liked by anybody. Go and do what is right. We don't need anybody's love. We need to do what is right before heaven and this very earth. If you are pained by what we say on Radio Biafra, it means you're not a man. You can't handle criticism. And if you cannot handle it, how can you hold high office for us? That is the same reason why in the zoo, if you criticize them, they say, go and kill them. Go and harass the person, close the newspaper down, burn it. No. You must learn to absorb criticisms and be able to use it, because I do. There is nothing anybody says that gets to me. I learn from it. I learn from it. I will never ask for anybody to be killed because of what they open their mouth to say. It's impossible. It's what they do that concerns me. Understand that very well. And thank you very much for calling. Thank you. The caller on Skype, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear Director. Good morning, Director.
Good morning to you. What is your name and where are you calling from, please?
My name is Gineka Chichemela. I'm from Olokoro, but I call from London.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'm very grateful for what you're doing for the nation of Biafra. I know how stubborn our people are, despite the challenges you're going through. Chukwu Kabia is your strength. Never give up, because I know that at the end, they will understand what you're doing.
Of course they will.
You're sacrificing your time, your resources, your family, and and everything that you have for Biafra. I know it is an uphill task, but with God, all things are possible. Nothing can stop it. We are solid behind you. We stand by you day and night in prayer, in supplication, in every area to see that Biafra must come to pass. No devil can stop it. God has ordained Biafra. It must come to pass.
You see?
The Bible says, surely it shall tarry, it shall come to pass. It doesn't matter the darkness. After the storm, light will come. We shall go back and host the flag of Biafra in our father's land. We shall go back and decree that the God of the Biafran, the God that we serve, is a faithful God. I've checked since I started listening to the radio Biafra. I have seen the truth you're saying. My name is Ginekachi. All of our name are the name of Chukwu Kabiama. There is no impurity in us.
Of course.
We are covenant people.
Of course.
And I know that the God that we serve, Yahweh Yeshua, whom we serve in spirit and in truth, he will answer us. It doesn't matter their gang up. It is in vain. It must surely come to pass. One thing I pray that every day, my God will keep you. My God will strengthen you. My God will support you. My God will stand by your side. Look at the story of Gideon. He took only very few army that Gideon used to deliver the Israelites against the midnight. It doesn't matter. You don't need man, we need God. And because God is on your side, nothing can stop you. You're unstoppable. You're unstoppable. Your enemies, they must bow before you. All those wicked Ezendibo, all those evil men in Biafra land that are only going for their own purse, they send our children overseas, but they are lying, looking for contracts. God will put them to shame one by one. I bless you. I bless the home that begets you. I bless your family. And I know that one day we shall go back home. This is not our place. If God could bring the Israelites back to the land of Israel, with silver and gold, not with poverty, with silver and gold, we shall go back and rebuild our father's land in glory, in honor, in dignity. God bless you, sir.
And you too. Thank you very, very much, my dear brother. And well spoken. The first sensible caller this morning, people are concerned that it is a don't want idiots around us. You must be able to absorb criticisms. Absorb it. The ones that are constructive, you make use of. It should be able to propel you. When I wake up in the morning, I read the bad things people say about me. Do you know why I read them? To remind me that I should not fail. If you don't, I welcome it more than the good ones. More than the praise ones. I don't like them. The ones I want are the ones that are critical, because they're the ones propelling you. I hate shame. So it keeps propelling and keep pumping the blood to keep working for your nation. That's what makes you a man. Typical African. Typical African. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? No, they cannot hear me. Not at all. I thought I had a caller on WhatsApp. Let's try and see. The caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Hello.
Please, good morning. Can you speak up, please? I need you to raise your voice for me. Your voice is very, very low. Raise your voice for me and take your phone off speakerphone, please. Take it off speakerphone, I beg of you.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. What is your name and where are you calling from? I can hear you very well. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Anye Mechi Nzelo. I'm calling you from Onitsha right now.
Thank you very much. The world is listening. Please go ahead. We are listening. Go ahead.
Director, I want to thank you for your good work. I'm so happy since I started listening to Radio Biafra. I'm so very, very happy. I pray that the God Almighty will strengthen you.
He said, and you too.
And I pray that God will grant our heart desire because we have suffered a lot.
We have.
We have suffered a lot. We need to go home. And I pray that God will see us too. As he saved the people of Israel, I believe that he will do it in our own time.
He said.
So I thank you for your good work. I pray that God will keep you and strengthen you, even your family, till we achieve our dreams.
He said, my dear sister. Thank you very much, mother sister. Thank you very much for that. I have a caller on Skype. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning. Are you hearing me?
The caller on Skype. Can you hear me? This is Radio Biafra.
Yes. Good morning, Director.
Good morning to you.
It's me, IK Abasere. I'm calling from Enugu.
Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Director, I'm happy with all the activities, and I still believe that your call was from God. Likewise, every other person.
Thank you.
Director, I fought the last Biafra war as an army officer.
We welcome
you. And I'm
you.
still ready to fight again.
Of course, and also.
Please, Director.
Yes, please. Carry
on. We are praying hard for you and waiting for the very day it will come. You will call us to come.
Thank you.
Please, let Radio Biafra not be interrupted by anything from a zoo. We were all lost when they said the radio was jammed. Please, Director.
Yes.
Many people are convinced, and you've convinced so many people. Let nothing stop you from continuing.
Nothing.
We are all ready, waiting for the last day.
Thank you very much.
We are not even afraid of all this Boko Haram they say they are carrying up and down. We shall all die here in Biafra.
I love it. You have spoken like a soldier. That is how a soldier should speak. When you listen to an old soldier, you will know. An old soldier never dies. They just go away. According to General MacArthur. That's what he said. Anybody you meet telling you, I have bullet in my leg, I have bullet in my shoulder, I don't want war again, man, fake, no, these are the ones that shot themselves in the foot rather than go to battlefront. It's a lie. Thank you very much, our veteran. Thank you very, very much. I love it. I feel humbled anytime I speak to a veteran. I feel humbled. It is our duty to finish what they started. Don't you want to travel from Isiekenesi all the way to Iguacha in the middle of the night? Your children's children can go to a party in Iguacha and return all the way to Enugu on a train. Don't you know that? We are going to build a high-speed train from Enugu to Iguacha. Don't you know that? Don't you know that we are going to connect all the... I said we will build Biafra for 75 years for 24 hours a day. Everywhere in Biafra land will be developed. At the same time, the building construction will be going on everywhere. I said everywhere. To provide homes and schools for people. For our children. Free education to university level. Everybody will work hard that everybody's child will get the best education possible. Not that zoo nonsense. Oh, my child. I want my child to go to that school. It's exclusive. I don't want any other child to go there. Only my own. For your information. This is Radio Biafra. Everybody's child must be educated as well. The caller on Skype, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Okudile Moye. I am calling you from Moscow, Russia.
Thank you very much. From Russia. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yes. And I am from Okuzu, Biafra land.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yes. Yes. I know. I have been listening to this Radio Biafra, and I can testify that I know your pain. And your pain, you see your pain, but I felt that same pain. I was born and brought up in Sokoto State.
Yes, go ahead. We are listening. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I was born and brought up in Sokoto State, and in that Sokoto State, I studied there up to my high institution. But I knew what I saw, what I went through. All my dream was to be a soldier, a naval officer. But could you imagine that after my secondary school, I went to buy a form. After getting this form, everybody know me there to be a hero, a brave person. And there was a man who wanted me to turn to a Muslim, and I called him and told him that I will never betray my and I will never be my mother. They born me to be a Christian, and I will remain a Christian because I am an Igbo man, and I will never betray them. We were two of us in that secondary school. This man wanted us to turn to a Muslim. His name was Mada Brochuku, and that guy was converted immediately to a Muslim. Did you know why he did that?
No, tell me.
The examination officer of that night school. The reason why he told me that if I did not do that, that I will never go to higher institution, that he will remove my WAEC, my sheets after writing papers. I told him, okay, there's no problem, that I will write a letter to this WAEC board so that they will now come and be taking my paper themselves. So the man's name is Mala Ikilulu. After this exam, this man called out on the examination ground, assembly ground. He gave me 60 strokes of cane.
My goodness me. Because you won't convert to Islam?
I don't regret anything. I only know that he makes me to become more brave. I don't regret anything. Okay, now after getting this form to go back to, I want to be a naval officer. I got this form. Did you know what they now told me? This thing was happening in Ahmadu Bello Way, Sokoto State, Sokoto South. They said I should. The person that sold this form to me now brought out a name, told me that yes, they know who I am. That this is the name they want me to bear, Kabiru Abdullahi. You see the strategies they used on me. This thing I'm telling you now, I never said it to anybody, even my parents, because I know that I am brave enough to carry my cross. That I'm a man. So I now said, okay, there's no problem. He said I will be a Kabiru Abdullah before they send me to this school. They doesn't tell me to
hold on. Where is this school? Where is this school, please? Where is it?
The school is at Sokoto State also. Sultan Atiku.
Okay, go ahead.
Then now this strategy they use, now this is after I have not graduated from that school, secondary school. Then I now want to go and enter to buy a form to be a naval officer. You see, they now said, okay, now this is the name I will bear, Kabiru Abdullahi. If I do not bear this name, that they will not allow me to go to this naval, to join naval officer. I said I want to start
hold on. Yes. Where is this naval school? Where is it?
The naval school is in Zaria, I think so.
So hold on. I used to tell people that they have naval school in the north where there is no water. People were doubting me.
That is the problem.
They were doubting me. Yeah, anything I say is correct. I know what I'm saying. I told the world that it's only in the zoo you have naval base in a desert. They never believed me. But now, thank heavens, you are confirming it. Please go ahead.
There is something, you see, people are hearing, but I felt because I experienced what life could be. Living in that zoo in Nigeria. I experienced it. And I am too brave to overcome. I'm never afraid of them. And I'll never be afraid of them because they know me and they know I am a kind of man who will never be afraid of anybody. Until I come out of there, and I now land in Russia, and I played football also. Could you imagine that there was a day we win a match in the stadium of Sokoto State, and there was a conflict in that same stadium? Two of my teammates beat the referee. I was trying to separate them from the referee because I know the referee was a Yoruba man. Because I've been listening to what you have been saying about Yorubas. So I now separated them from the Yoruba man. Did you know what that Yoruba referee did? He hold me that I will bring those people. I said, okay, there's no problem. Just relax before they will hurt you more. Then after that, Did you know how they rule this case now? With that Sokoto State Football Association, they now give me sanction of 6 months. I'm sorry, half of the season that I will not play. And that 2 people that beat this referee continue playing the league. I almost stopped football because I am not a Hausa man, or because I am not a Yoruba man, just an Igbo, because I separated the fight, because I know that guy to be a Christian, a Yoruba Christian. He was a Yoruba man. I separated this fight. He hold me. They now allow these 2 boys to be playing, to continue with the league, and for me to stop. Now, if anybody, well, the reason why I'm saying this is that any said that he or she is afraid of getting Biafra, that person must be a fool. That must be a coward. Only if you know. I never regretted why I was born in that north, because I give glory to Chukwokika Biama that he made me to be born there, because for me to have sense, to acquire knowledge, and I acquired a lot of knowledge. I know what that people could be. This Muhammad Buhari you see, in that same place I'm telling you of, the late Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammad Mashido. I don't know, maybe you know of this story.
I know him.
One of his son is my friend. The former president of Sheikh Alhaji Shehu Shagari, one of his son was my classmate. You understand? And I want to tell you that they were kind of trying to tell everybody that I'm a man that is not afraid. I go anywhere, anytime I want, I'll go to that Sultan's house. He knows me. But he is too small to convert me to Islam, because that is not where I belong to. I don't belong there, and I will never be there. You see, that same person that tells you that the Muslim, that you should convert to Muslim. Did you know that I went to this man's house one day? There was a place they kept they used for sacrifice, and they tell you that is a religion. Muslim is never a religion. Muslim, Islam, sometimes people, I know what life could be.
This is absolutely amazing.
They use these children for sacrifice. These little kids, where are they from? Who is these kids?
Oh my goodness me! Is that they are from maybe people they pick up? No wonder they support poverty. They support deprivation. They support evil, my dear brother. Thank you very much for telling us precisely. These are the people that Aboga Wosa Ukorocha is dilly-dallying with. These are the people that they claim you want to be in one Nigeria with. If you don't answer a Muslim name, you can never go to a naval college in a desert. In a Sahel region, there is no water. I told you people that you are afraid of this army from the zoo. They're not strong. We lost the war before because of the British, not because of Hausa Fulani, not because of Nigerian army. No, never. Never, ever, ever. When they talk about their army, you tell them you did not win that very war. The British fought it for you. You never won anything. Can you believe, how can somebody, you are born in Sokoto, you attend a naval school in Sokoto and finish off at Zaria? There is no water inside to go and command the ship. When I was telling you people, you were not listening. Anything I tell you is correct. It may sound outlandish, unbelievable, but as I said, by the grace of Chukwu one day it will be revealed. This young man gave you names and instances. In case you don't, gave you names and instances. Gave you names and instances for you to understand and to reason things through. That is why we are formidable. Now you know. When we say we are formidable, that we are. Why do you think the zoo is panicking? Why do you think Hajinamaji? They are panicking because they know who we are. I have somebody on Skype. Let me see if they're still there. The caller on Skype, are you still with me? You see? Very funny indeed. The time I picked their call, it went off. The caller on Skype, can you hear me? The caller on Skype, can you hear me for the last time? No, they cannot hear me. Let me go to, I think it's WhatsApp. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Are you still there?
Yes, hello.
Yes,
Hello,
yes, please. What is your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Eko Zuro. I am calling from Hong Kong, but I'm from Imo State, our mama, Biafra land.
Our mama, you're calling us from Hong Kong. Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Okay, my director, I want to thank you for what you have been doing for us, because many of us that have been listening to Radio Biafra, we have known where we come from, and we have understand who we are. Because even me myself, I am a living witness. I have understand who I am. I know about this Biafra before I started listening to Radio Biafra. I have listened to Radio Biafra for a long time now. But the truth is that I keep preaching to our people for them to know who they are. But it seems they don't understand. Every day when you listen to my voice, every day when I go out, I don't used to go out to drink, but I used to go out now for me to see our people every day, for me to tell them about this good work of God. But still, they are not believing. Why I'm telling you this now? Some people will say that Niger Delta people or this, we should leave them. Why did they want us to leave these people? Or why did they want us to go without our brother? Why did they want us to leave? Because some of these people that say leave them, Niger Delta, we especially Igbos, we are the major problem here.
We are.
Not those people.
Igbo is the not Niger Delta, not Southern Biafra. Not them. They are ready. It's us that we're not ready.
They are ready. We are the problem. Because when you go out, they will keep on telling you this, that. They are afraid. Why must you be afraid of who you are? You understand? People are just afraid of who they are. I'm trying to tell you that Hong Kong people, the people that is the Hong Kong director, they are not making any impact. They are not creating any impact on this journey. I'm telling you, the first day I went out with them, because I just relocated to Hong Kong. The first day I went out with them, being on 30th of May, right? When I went out with them, I didn't see any effort. Since then, no one have called me for meeting. When I give them my number, I even called the other one with my phone and tell them, look at my number. I want us to know what is happening. Because we people are not creating, and no way you can, if you don't, when Christianity come into our country, it's evangelizing. When you go to preach, tell people about your God, tell people about what you want. They will listen, then they will come with you. Not to sit at your home, you say you are fighting for Biafra, for the restoration of Biafra. You are not fighting, you are not doing anything. Because these people, many people in this Hong Kong don't know what we are talking, don't know about this.
Why is that the case? Hold on. What do you think we should do to let them know?
You understand? I'm trying to tell the people here, the director, the coordinators, and in this Hong Kong, they are not creating any impact. I'm very, very angry in this place, because I went to many places. I've been to many places. I used to move around. I've been to many places. I see how people are making impact. But this place in this Hong Kong, they are not preaching this gospel. They are only one place. When they have meeting here, they will go, and because they hear central command, they will go for meeting. This is not organized. This is not what we want for this IPOB to be. IPOB, indigenous people, we need to do like as a great people we are. We are a great people. This meeting is not that we don't know what is meeting. Even though when we are born, when you come out, you see that your mother, your people are doing meeting. This is our culture. But people don't seem to understand what I'm saying about this thing.
What do you? I'm asking you. Hold on. How do we? Hold on. How do we make it better? In your own understanding, how do we make it better?
My own understanding is for we to know, call these people, if they are not capable, if they think that this fight is just let's keep fighting, that they are making a very wrong mistake, because we must. I know what I'm telling you. I know who I am. I know anything I said, let's go. Anything I come out and say, let's go. I know that my spirit, the God I'm serving, since I was born. Let me tell you, some people say, you don't used to, because this is the name they know me as. You don't used to go to church. You don't used to do this. When you see people preaching, you say they are talking nonsense. They are doing this. I say no, because they don't know that God they are serving. That is what I know. That's God they are calling. They are just calling on that name. But they don't know him. The only way we should we should fight on this issue now is for you to tell these people to know if they are not ready, they should come out and say it. Then we know how to. I am here in this Hong Kong. We know how to arrange this family to be everywhere in Hong Kong. At least there are many people, not only one place. That place they used to stay. That people are in Chinchachoy. People are in many places. We need to preach. Go around. You can't sit on your home say you are preaching gospel. You are not doing anything.
Wow. Very, very strong. Very, very strong words. Very, very strong.
The IPOB members, everybody, we need to be more serious. We are not serious. You people are very, very. I see. You know the kind of suffering you are suffering. I know what traveling means. I have traveled. I know what moving around to talking for whole hours, 4 hours. Competing with many different people, many different calls. I hear like someone that just called maybe let me say 30 minutes ago. He said they are angry because why can't you be angry? If I'm you, I will be very, very angry. Even you are not calling us any name. That name doesn't suit us. We are more than that. We are worse than that name you used to call us. Because we don't seem to believe what we know. Because some people said when I was born that I was that I come out, I see my mother, they are going this, they are doing that. Why you don't know what is research? Even though, so if somebody tell you now go and kill because you have seen people that is killing, then you will go and kill. Because you wake up, you was born and you see people that is killing, you will go and kill because you see people that they are killing. You say you don't know because you were born in that place, and for you to change it, that is people wallowing in ignorance. I don't know. Sometimes I don't like calling this. I have not called before. I have never called before, but I listen to Radio Biafra every day. But I listen to people's opinions. Some people will call. They will call. When they call, I will get angry. I will say, "What type of human beings are these? Where did these people come from?" And then the true Biafrans. Some people will say that their father tell them. I say your father is. In fact, if your father told you such a thing, that you should not fight for Biafra or that you should not do this, that Hausa people will kill you. Not that your father is a coward. He put that cowardice in you. Because we don't know. We don't know who we are. I'm trying to tell you to tell people to know people, especially in this Hong Kong where I am, because that's national map. This is what our people said. From this place I am now. I want this for you to tell people, Hong Kong people, to be serious. They are not serious. Simple. They are not serious. We need to be serious. This is our destiny. We can't stop fighting, even though in a midst of people that hate you, you keep on fighting for them to respect you. Why can't we understand simple something? We can't. They can't kill us all. We can't die. They can't kill us all. They can't finish us. We are all over the world. I'm telling you, I have traveled. I've been to when I know that our people are traveling is when I go to Brunei. I see our people. I say, man, we are all over the world. I go to many places. Even know what do they call it? This place. What they call this near Cambodia. I go to near Cambodia. I see our people suffering. When you go to Cambodia, you will see our people. Anywhere in this world, we are there. Why can't we get this Biafra? Why do they think we cannot get this Biafra? When we are all over the world, we know whatever they are doing. Anything they are doing in the whole world.
Of course,
if we want to help ourselves, we will get the information.
Of course, it's very easy. I've told the ones in America, if they come out on the street in America only, we get Biafra. Only those in America also. If they go to Washington to march in Washington, Biafra will come without even firing one arrow, talk less of bullet. Biafra will come.
Like yes, because my father used to tell me that Igwe, Igwe Bike, that is when you are in, numbers, the numbers, you know how many we are. I went to China. In China, only in China prison, the Biafras that is in China prison can get to Biafra.
My brother.
I'm telling you, this is not laughing matter. I'm telling you the truth. Not more of the people outside.
That is true. That is true.
Why are we being cowardice? Can they kill us all? They cannot.
Impossible.
They cannot do anything to us. Even though if Hausa now, me as a human being, okay, let's count Hausa, one Biafra man, 3 Hausas, we will finish them. Why can't we come out? Why are we afraid? We have big men. They have their money. They have their money. They feel they are enjoying because they are enjoying from. You know, when I went back to Nigeria last time, maybe last year, when they are doing campaign and election, one of those nonsense idiots, they come and tell me, you know, people from your village, they like you, they do this, you should be. I say, I don't have this fucking time because this thing you people are doing, this is just. I thank God that you people call it politics, that Nigeria is politicians, no leader. We have no leader in Nigeria. You come here now to tell me that I should be your campaign manager because you see little change in my hand. Because if you didn't see this change in my hand before, you don't know my family, you don't know where I come from. That I don't have this time. You want to bring out how many millions of naira for a campaign? Look at those things we are doing in Nigeria. You will see some people, they will be enjoying. There is that, this politics. They will go, they will give them 10, 100 naira, 200 rice, 1 cup or 2 cup. They will stay who they are because of a cup of rice. Because that is what these people put in us. They put that poverty, that bondage in us so that they can buy us with any little nonsense. Because we want that thing they call money. They bring it, they tell you this money is power. Lie. I know money is power, but it's lie somehow. I got people wrong somehow because your power is in you, who you are.
It's in you.
It's not power. Your power is in you, who you are. If you can stand for your right, you can die for your right. People will be afraid of you because nobody wants to die. They can't die for what they believe on. But me, as I'm talking to you, I can die for what I believe on. Before I believe, that is why I am very, very difficult. If these people know me, they will know that I'm very, very hard to believe for somebody to convince me. But this Radio Biafra, I listen to Radio Biafra. When someone that introduced me to listen to Radio Biafra, you know what it makes him to like me so much? Because he's telling me about Radio Biafra. I tell him where. He want to preach. I say, don't preach. Just tell me because I know who I am. Just tell me where can I get this? He tell me I just download it on my phone immediately. Immediately I download it on my phone. I started this preaching because I've been preaching about this. I am never a Nigerian man. Let me tell you, it's like I went to Lagos when I was 16, just 15, for hustling. Then someone that hustles on the street like me, I'm supposed to base in Lagos. But I look at what is happening. I see that we are not one. These people, I have many Yoruba friends. I see that these people are not human beings.
We are listening, madam. You're making a very good point. Go ahead.
When you see this Yoruba man, you will know that we are not one. Hausa men, we are not one. I have lived with Hausa man. Let me tell you, when I went back, an Hausa man, this man is a barrister, and he knows me when I was a conductor in Lagos State. We were living, like the man is living near, or just the man is living there in one flat, but we are living in, like, face me, I face you. But the man, his son is my closest friend. Abu is my friend. That time when we are playing football, we think we can make it from football. Then, from there, then this man liked me because that guy, when he want to misbehave, I would be the one to correct him. Then when I went back, first time, I wanted to buy land. I have bought one land in Lagos. I wanted to buy again. He's like, that time I take the man like my advice. I would just tell him, by the lawyer, what will I do? He's an Hausa man. He tell me that the problem we are having, we Igbos, this is what he called. He said, Igbo. He said, we Igbos, the problem we are having is that we don't know what they call home. That some Igbos have many houses, many things in Lagos, in different places, but in their father's land, they have no cures. That we are making mistakes. That whenever we know how to reach home, to know where we are, fight for our rights, that is the time we can know. That he advised me that he don't want me to spend the money because you know how I began. He don't want me to spend the money that tomorrow I cannot inherit that money. That I should go down to east. Anywhere I see in east, I should buy land. That place is better. Even though it's not developed now, I should buy it and live it. That soon I will know what he's telling me. That is the only thing he want to tell me now, that I should go. That word, I use that word for myself for like, he told me one thing, but I use it for 10 different things. And I know, yes, for this man to tell me, I know he's highly connected. I will not call his name. I know he's highly connected to because from his place, I see all these Hausa rich men. They used to come in his place because he's a big man too, but he has no house in Lagos. Why are we doing? Why can't we know who we are? People that know who we are, they respect us, but we don't know who we are. They respect us. That's why they're afraid of us. They don't want us. They don't want this Biafra to come because they know this. I have seen. If people see what I'm seeing, if people can see, if great people of Biafra, people that is listening to my voice, if you people can see what I am seeing, if you people can see what I'm seeing, I'm telling you, you can die for this Biafra to come because you know it's the hope tomorrow. There is no greatest thing in this life that is the hope of tomorrow. Not what we see now. It's what we are going to see tomorrow because that land, I know when you used to tell people that this is Biafra, not that this is what God have planned for us. This is the plan of God for us because we have God separated us to see everything, to see that we are supposed to be more than these people. Then why are we in this condition? Because we don't know God. For they that know their God, the same Bible tell you, for they that know their God, they shall do exploit. Amen. I don't know what to tell my people. I don't know how to tell our people to go back to where we are, to go back to where we began. Because I think people can't listen. I am very, very angry. This is my first time of calling, but I'm very, very angry because the way you people are working, especially you and Uchemofo and your colleagues, you people are putting much effort. We are the ones that are supposed to do. When you people come out like this, we have seen people that have begun this thing. The people that is there talking, we are supposed to do our own work by helping them. Because you cannot preach that gospel there on the Radio Biafra, then you walk on the street to preach the gospel to the people that don't know about the Radio Biafra. It cannot be your work. But people, I don't know why. Some people, I will be talking to some people. You know why I'm angry? I will be talking to some people. They will be telling me, oh, Wazulike. I will tell them that you people are nonsense human beings. There is nothing about Wazulike in this Radio Biafra, in the restoration of Biafra. That Wazulike didn't come for restoration of Biafra. Wazulike come to make his own money. I was in China when Wazulike come to China. I listened to his voice. I said, this man is nonsense. What I'm telling you, many of my friends, they used to say that I said it. I am not going for this nonsense. That I don't know this man. No. This man, he have nothing. He have nothing to prove. Because it's not about we are not yet free. You started printing poster, printing a passport, printing ID card, printing this. Say that we have this, we have that. Now they call you here. Call you for what? You see, our people don't understand all these things. We have right brain. They have brainwashed us to the extent that we don't know, we don't even calculate again.
You are correct.
The only thing we read in newspaper is what we know. We cannot calculate again. You just take newspaper. Well, after reading, you cannot. You know what is after reading? At least you rethink about what you read. Is this possible? You are a human being. They will read for you now, like newspapers. I mean, Facebook. I see somebody put that Buhari said that he's going to make $1.60 that is going to bring down dollar this week. That is going to bring down dollar from that 200 and to 160. I say, who is Buhari? Buhari who is Buhari? Buhari is just a president. Yeah, is Buhari our economy?
No.
This is just political something they are just using in their politics. He said that he is coming for change. Then after when he won, they asked him, how are you going to do about this thing? You say, he said, we hit them with what? You see that he have no plan. He's just saying those things because his advisors tell him to say it. When you say this, people will like you, that you will win. But our people, man, I don't know. I don't know how to. I don't know. I don't know. I am very. I'm boiling.
I understand what you mean. I do.
I'm boiling. Our people should listen. Let our people listen. Let them know that this thing you people began. This fight, the thing you people are fighting. You are fighting it for everybody. This fight is for the destiny of Biafrans. You know that people don't know how dangerous those Nigerian politicians are. Those Nigerian politicians are. Because for you to be doing this thing, if you are not sent from God, if you are not God sent, for sure now you will not be alive. But because they have seen that they cannot do you anything because they see that you are God sent. Because forget, I'm telling people that this thing that Bible says, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. It's not those pastors. It's people like you people like you, anyone that same, you see, the time I said I will not call it, but I said, let me call. I said, the time people will hear about me is the time I call. They say that Nnamdi Kanu, they are looking for Nnamdi Kanu is no more. They will know that there are some people that is lion, they just pop their nails, they put it inside, because they want this world to keep going. I'm telling you, if it's in this Hong Kong where I am, I know that even though it's, British people, they know what we can do. They know us very well. That is why they don't want us to rise. They know what we can do.
Of course,
but we must rise. That is the only thing I want our people to know, that we must rise. Must. I know.
My dear brother, let me please hold on a second.
People are telling people the truth.
Hold on. What is your name again, please?
My name is Onyeka Ozuru. Madagu Polangwanye Okorie.
Onyeka Ozuru Okorie. I will call you. Then I have heard what you've said. I will ask the Asia rep to give you a call to support the family in Hong Kong. You have spoken very well. Very, very well. I love men when they speak. You know, you will know. Men. These are fearless men. You don't know, we are building you up to be very strong and resilient. Everything we do here, we know what we're doing. Anyhow, we know the words we speak is designed to do something inside you. If you are weak, you fall by the wayside. If you are hardcore, you remain. We are selecting our soldiers, if you don't know, by our broadcast. People know we know what we're doing. Trust me, we do. Thank you very much, my dear brother. Let me go to the phone line. Somebody's calling us all the way from Sweden, I presume. The caller on the coordinator's line, can you hear me?
Yeah, good day from Sweden.
Thank you very much.
Director is the voice of Benjamin Okeke.
Benjamin Okeke.
The zonal coordinator, Gothenburg Division.
Thank you very much. Gothenburg is in Sweden. Biafran family, it is there. We are indigenous people of Biafra. Please go ahead.
Director, I want to start by appreciation. First of all, you know there's a Ghana music that says like this. This music is dedicated to the people of Aba. Do you know that what they have done in Aba have woken up the dead here in Sweden?
That is
especially here in Gothenburg, Sweden. People have started calling me day in, day out. Yeah, in short, Aba people, I hello, because you people made us proud.
Very proud. 30th of May was awesome. Awesome. I'm telling you.
Exactly. So there are still dead people around. So I want to drop my number for those that are still dead. So if you are in Gothenburg, Sweden, please, I appeal to you. You can call my number. I will drop my number now. You can call 070 94 65 266. I repeat, 070 94 65 266. If you can't remember this number, you thought you are neighbor dear. Ask, do you know Miri? Because people here, they normally call me Miri. So you will know Miri by your neighbor. So Director, there's one thing I want to say again. Based on Buhari and his strategy. Do you know that our people are waiting till something happens to them? If you can see Buhari, you will know that he has a strategy. And all his strategy, he is implementing them. And it is working for him. And let me tell our people, I put it like this. Buhari has like 4 plans. And out of those 4 plans, 3 have worked already, and only 1 remaining. And if we wait till that 4 works out, that means he has rounded all his plans. It means now he has almighty formula. And those that
did mathematics, they know what is almighty formula. If you have almighty formula in something, you can be able to answer a particular question and get the answer in mathematics. So let us not wait till Buhari runs his plans, because he is now circulating his plans. We can see that first plan is that he wants to be the president, and now he has gotten it. The second, to put his peoples around the government, now he's doing it. Another one, he has shipped the condemned criminals to our side, and they are there. You think they have shipped them back? No. Even those, if I called my friend from Nnamdi, he said all those Okada Keke people, they are Hausa people throughout. And the funniest thing is that they are not wearing this Hausa dress type of thing. They are wearing like us. Even you cannot know, unless when they talk, you will then know that they are the Hausa people. So our people, I plead you and I beseech all not to allow Buhari plan to circulate. If it circulates, the battle now goes to Chukwuadama himself. Only that Chukwuadama can only fight. You understand? But for us, it will be very, very difficult. So let us not allow it to that circulating of his plans, because he's working. But thank God for our director, who is trying all his best to make sure that all his plans work. But we will not allow Buhari plan to circulate, because if it circulates, it's not easy for us.
At all.
That's what I'm pleading our people to rise up now. Do everything possible. We have all what it takes to defend our land and to get this Biafra. Not just be talking or just sit there and look. But thank for the people of Aba who have woken those dead in Gothenburg, Sweden. So my people here in Sweden, try as much as to support this thing, especially in Gothenburg. So thanks, Director.
Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you, and well spoken. Thank you very much. Gothenburg has woken up. The whole world has woken up. We are going to the phone line to see who is there. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Yes.
Your line is poor.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. It's better now. Good morning.
Sir.
Good morning to you.
Yes. My name is Sukibu, and I'm calling from Unkwere.
From Unkwere. Thank you very much. Are you listening to Radio Biafra now? Are you listening?
Yes. Yes, sir. I'm listening to Radio Biafra in Unkwere.
Thank you very much. Live and direct, even in Unkwere, we are there. Thank you. Please go ahead.
Okay, sir. So I want to thank you very much for what you are doing to us. We are very grateful.
Thank you.
I want to use this opportunity to tell the people of Unkwere all over the world, please, my dear brothers and sisters from Unkwere, I'm speaking to you right from Unkwere. Please, come out en masse. Unkwere people, we are known for something special. And what is that? We are known for hospitality. I can remember my dad told me during that during the Civil War, Unkwere played a great role. And what's that? The refugees were hospitalized. They were kept in Unkwere. I think in a school called Community School Unkwere. Not only that, I was also told that Unkwere Imo State Biafra land place. I was also told that most of the ammunition, Obunigwe, and the rifles used during the Civil War, they were also manufactured in Unkwere land. So remember our name, Unkwere Okebo. Please, our people from Unkwere, wherever you are, in the United States of America, in Canada, in Europe, Asia, please come out en masse and join this struggle. Director, I want to tell you that we are really trying very hard. In fact, one of the days when I went out with my deputy coordinator to evangelize, to tell people, I went straight to a police station. Near there was a place we call Mbabo in Unkwere, local government. I go there and I went to that place. I did this thing. I think I gave people flyers, told them about Radio Biafra, told them about Biafra, and I noticed that people are really receptive. They are willing to support. They are really supporting. Director, I also want to tell you that you shouldn't be discouraged. The youth, you are with the youth. The youth are with you. Most of the times I go out to evangelize, I discover that 98% of those people who are in support of this struggle, they are the youth. And in every revolution, those are the studies I have had, it is you that make up the resolution, that make it to work out. You are really getting the heart of the youth. So ignore any other fanatic, any other lazy man or woman who is saying one thing or the other. They are just saying nonsense. And as most of them are saying is that as a result of their selfish interest. In fact, in Ukraine here, we know most of them. We have the wolves and the psychopaths whose duty is always to make sure that they run from the zoo government, that is Nigeria, and feed themselves and make us stop. But this time around, the case has changed. The Ukraine people, please, I'm still calling upon you, come out and march, join this radio therefore. We have meeting on the 26th of July. Please, that is when the next time we have a meeting, 26th of July. I am the coordinator of Nkore Unit 1. Onusa Nkore, Imo State, Biafra land, Nkore of PNB. Please, we are known for something special. We are known for something special. This is the time we have to come and, of course, break legacy that our forefathers have kept for us. Please. I know we have lost from Nkore. I know we have men and great women from Nkore. We have done, in fact, the first community in Biafra land, even in Nigeria, that built a church and give it to the an individual built a church, give it to the church. We also have schools, St. Augustine, which was built by the Nkore women and sons and daughters of Nkore, and give it.
Hello, can you hear me?
Listen with the hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Our meeting will be held on the 26th of August. 26th of July. Please, that is after this Sunday, come out and march and join this struggle. Director, we are with you. In fact, there is a book I read. I'm here with the book. The book is still there. It's titled Why We Struck.
Hello?
In that book, I can hear you.
Yes.
In that book, I discovered that the British people, they understood a lot to make sure that powers were given to the Hausa people. If I want to quote this, because of time, I think I have to limit it. But anybody who wants to read the book, go to page 5 of that book. You will see what the British people did to did in Nigeria.
My dear sister, we have lost her, of course, because her credit has run out. Thank you very, very much for that. Thank you. This is Radio Biafra. We are live and direct. We'll be going over to Sky very shortly, but we are still on the phone. The caller on the phone, please, your name and where you are. This is Radio Biafra.
Good morning, my director.
Good morning to you.
My name is Promise Udonna. I call from Ibocha. I come from Akwa Ibom State.
Thank you very much.
In Biafra land.
Thank you. Please go ahead. Thank you, my brother. Go ahead.
Director.
Yes, go ahead.
I want to say that the people of Bayelsa State, they should wake up because Hausa people have taken the whole of Bayelsa. If you go to Bayelsa State, Keke, they are all Hausa people. The fishermen, they are all Hausa people. They have taken the whole of Bayelsa State. And I want the IPOB should try to make sure that they can be able to launch a Biafra radio in Bayelsa State so that the Bayelsa people will be informed. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are going to do something about it. We will do something about it, of course. We will. Trust me, we will. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra. We are live. We are direct, and everybody, everywhere is listening to us, including Obama. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? The caller on the phone, can you hear me? This is Radio Biafra. No, they cannot hear me, in which case I am going to go over to Skype to see who is there. Let me try the phone one more time. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Good morning, Director.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Director.
Good morning. Good morning, I said. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, Director.
I said, good morning, I can hear you. Go ahead. The caller on Skype, can you hear me? No, they can't. The caller on Skype, can you hear me?
Good morning. I said, what is...
Oh, my goodness me. How can I call? They just put you straight to the... It's just lunacy. I don't want to hear any noise where you are, please. The caller on Skype, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Tochimwankwo, and I'm calling from Sweden.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, Director, I just want to speak. I just want to thank you first for everything you are doing for us. More grace to your able. And I just want to speak on behalf of something that you read about Anambra State and that they need a laptop or something like that.
Yes.
I'm very, very angry with our people because we have been in this struggle for like a long time ago, and for them, like so many of them, if you are telling them about Biafra, the way they talk, and I think we don't need to give them anything now. Everybody should come out. Let's fight for Biafra. I thought I was onwe laptop on a laptop again. Buhari ndị be anyị na-ezuzu ha pụtasị ya ka anyị zụọ Biafra azụta Biafra onye ọ na-eje ezigbo akwụkwọ onye ọ na-eyuzu laptop ọwụrụ self only the teachers student enwe laptop ha ji eje akwụkwọ ọ ka esi eme n'obodo oyibo onwe onye a na-enye ndị laptop ọna onye ọna nwere ego laptop ya nwere support Biafra ka azụta Biafra ndụ onye ọ na-adị mma onwe ihe ọ na ị ga-efisi na Nigeria ọ dị mma. If you give them that laptop now in Nigeria, all those things that you use because of it to give them that laptop, it will not be solved.
Yes,
so
you
it's
are correct. You are very, very correct. I love compelling argument and reason. I am a reasonable person. You have provided a more superior argument to the one that I have, and I'm inclined to go with you. You are actually very, very correct.
So, Director, thank you very much. Thank you very much, and keep on with your good work. And we too are doing our own here in Gothenburg, Sweden. So, just keep on with your good work. We are behind you, and
thank you.
Biafra will come. Biafra will be restored.
It will. I love superior argument, compelling. You know, I love studying. I love reason. I love intellect. I love intelligent people. Superior argument. If you want to defeat me, come up with something superior intellectually, and I will bow to you. As I have considered to our dear brother, his points were so compelling that I had to withdraw what I said earlier. We'll buy computer. Of course, every child will have a computer, both at school and at home, once Biafra comes. Let us go and get Biafra first. I agree with him. Anything you do is a waste of space in the zoological republic. Let's go to the line. Very compelling, moving argument. I love it. See why Radio Biafra is exceptional. Others are busy thinking, oh, did he insult us or did not insult us? The caller on the phone, can you hear me? No, not at all.
My name is Igwe Michael Ojukwu.
Igwe Michael Ojukwu.
Yes, I'm from Enugu State. I'm listening in Ugocha.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes. Our director, I so much appreciate your efforts. And I don't know how to express my gratitude, my joy, my happiness. Just to be frank with you, this you have kept me alive ever since. I think I am alive and healthy ever since I started hearing from Radio Biafra. To be frank with you, you are doing a good job for us, and I pray that the Holy Spirit will keep encouraging you. Chineke Biama will keep empowering you, giving you all the inspiration, the ability, the zeal, and all the necessary material that you need to achieve it, sir. I think the mandate I've given to you, sir, and that God that gave you that power, we bring it into actualization. I think Biafra is our nation. I have a dream. I have my vision. I have my dream and I have my vision, all for Biafra. And I believe that one day Biafra will come to be. I'm the kind of a man that has a very big desire, passion to be. I really want to be a soldier, but due to the zoo called Nigeria, the arrogancy and corruption, I just come to realize that no Biafran man that succeeds in the nation in the zoo called Biafra, called Nigeria. I mean, even in that government, and I think the best way to be successful in life is freedom. And first of all, I believe Biafra is my nation, and I'm ready to die, even in sun and rain. I'm behind. I give my full support to Biafra.
Thank you very much. Thank you, my dear brother.
Any rule that I'm in privilege to play to make it real, I think I'm fully there for Biafra. I just pray that God will give you that. He keeps you alive, and none of your enemies will succeed over you. Yes, and they will not see you because you are divinely sent. God sent you to liberate Biafra.
Of course.
The Bible says that the vision is for appointed time. It shall surely come unto you, not tarry. You understand?
Thank you very much.
The vision has been given to you, and at the end, it will speak. At the end, it will speak. Don't mind those people trying to contradict your courage and your, because it's like the voice of the Biafra that if anybody not prepared for war should first of all bite it with his tongue. Indeed, you are doing the right thing. You are biting it, and anybody that don't understand it that way must wake up from his slumber.
That is correct.
Either you stand up and be counted, or you keep lying down and counted off.
That is correct.
You understand?
Absolutely correct.
Absolutely Bible say we should stand. You understand? We all stand for Biafra, and with all the people that I was able to interact with, tell about, ever since I started hearing, most people was just like asking me, when do I started hearing about this Biafra? I cannot be long that I started, but ever since I started hearing about Biafra, I don't listen to it. Whenever on this Zoom news, I just immediately off it because they are not giving nothing good from them.
Nothing
and
good.
I give them courage, and most people give a full support. Most people are support of Biafra, but I discovered that it's just fear. Most of them are afraid of death. Most of them are afraid of losing their position. But I believe those of them, it will take them on away. It's better that I'm in offensive side. I want to be on the offensive side than being because we have been offended, and we have a right to defend our people. And to surely manifest. Thank you very much, sir, and just keep your good work.
Thank you very much. He said, thank you very much. I have a caller on Skype. I think it is Skype, yes. Your name, please, and where you are. The caller on Skype.
Director, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you, please. Your name and where you are.
I'm Konye Chimara. I'm calling from Enugu.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Director, I want to appreciate your effort. I want to thank you for the courage and the strength you have in carrying this struggle to this length. And I know that Chukwu Okike Abiyama will definitely bless you and reward you exceedingly. This morning, I just woke up. One psycho fan from Zoo Republic, he rushed to my house, and he knocked and knocked. When I opened the door, he asked me if I'm mourning for Radio Biafra. That NBC said that they have destabilized Radio Biafra. I brought my iPhone. And I just brought out my iPhone and opened my app, and he had Radio Biafra talking. I told him that it's impossible to destabilize Radio Biafra, and I want to tell those people that are afraid, those people that are really, really getting weak, and they don't want to join this struggle. If you see that one place, you will die. Death is death, no matter the avenue, no matter the source, the cause of the death. Death is death. But it's only when you stand up, it's only when you walk that you will have two possibilities. One to live and one to die at the cause of that struggle. If you still stay one place and fold your hands, you will still die. I want to ask them these questions. Those that died those thousands, hundreds of Biafrans that died in motor accidents due to bad roads in this along our expressways, are they fighting for Biafra? Those people that died of stray bullets from zoo police and armies and other security agencies that are carrying guns like baboons and monkeys, are they fighting for Biafra? Those people that are sentenced in different courts in the whole world, those people that are sentenced in different parts of the world, including Zoo here, that are sentenced to death, we are there fighting for Biafra. Those people that had extrajudicial killings, constant extrajudicial killing here in Biafra land, in Zoo Republic, we are there fighting for Biafra. Those people that died in the hospital because of lack of equipment, lack of things to handle their cases, and they die like that, and those people that die cowardly, we are there fighting for Biafra. Then what are they calling life? What kind of life are we living here? Somebody who cannot afford 3 square meals in a day, is that person alive? Somebody who goes to America and other part of the world to marry a boy of 20 years, a boy of 15 years. He went and married a woman of 70 years old that is even older than his grandmother. He went and get married to this woman in order to get papers. Is it life?
No.
Then somebody that is working for old people's home, you will go there and tender your application. You are a master's degree holder. Some of them are PhD holders. When they tender the application, they will ask them, have you done this work before? You are applying to work in an old people's home. They will ask if you've done it before. You say no. They will say you will go 1 month training. What are they going to train you? How to carry an old man sheet, how to change pampers. In fact, all these things I just mentioned, they are not live. So let us come up. Let us join this struggle. Let us make sure that we get Biafra. It's only Biafra that will give us the hope we need. I was able to talk to that guy today. He just woke up and started condemning this struggle. He has not even listened to Radio Biafra. After talking to him, he said yes, that he's going to find a way and listen to this Radio Biafra. This IPOB, the Radio Biafra is genuine and is 100% genuine. There is nothing illegal in it. Since I can download this Radio Biafra app in Apple Shop, there is nothing illegal that finds itself in Apple Shop. So I want to encourage you. This struggle has gone beyond Okada people, Keke people. These are intelligent people. These are intelligent people trying to challenge the best heads in the Zoo Republic, and they are running away. They are hiding away because they don't know anything. They are fools. I'm using this opportunity to encourage you, brothers and sisters, and let us adapt. There is something I discovered in US when I went to US. If you see a white man, if anything happens to a white man, even if he or she falls down, another white person will go and immediately rush and help him. Let's learn how to help each other. Let's learn how to encourage each other. By so doing, those called Zoo Republic, those evil from Zoo and Babu Republic of Federal, whatever they call themselves, they will now find out that the hatred they sowed among us has been destabilized, that has been destroyed. Then look at it. When you check out the history, those men that conspired to commit genocide against Biafrans, those men that killed Biafra, they are the people that all of them have ruled this country under military head of state. Now they have started rotating civilian head of state. That was why this Buhari, that is as old as 90 years or 100 years, and he's claiming to be 79. That's why he keep on pushing, keep on fighting, because he want to take his own chance also as a civilian head of state, president. I want to tell you, by the time they finish rotating this thing, this their presidency or whatever, by the time they finish rotating it, they will now go and change constitution and say, now we are going to, it's no longer military, it's no longer, we're going to adopt a prime minister. They will start rotating themselves along prime minister. This person, Obasanjo, will come again as a Nigerian prime minister. The other person will come again as a Nigerian prime minister. I want to tell you, the only hope we have today is Biafra. Let's join this struggle and let's make it work. Director, I want to tell you, you are an ordained man of God. You are sent by God. We are all behind you, and we will do everything. Where you die is where we die. Your grave is where all of us will be buried. Your people shall be our people. Your God, Chukwu Okike Abiyama, is already our God. So nothing will happen to you.
My
God will
goodness.
keep on holding you and He keep on strengthening you. You
Ise.
keep on marching from strength to strength, and no weapon, call it physical weapon, no
Offend.
weapon that is fashioned against you shall prosper.
Offend.
No weapon, any tongue that will condemn even Radio Biafra shall be condemned. That will rise against you shall be condemned. We are behind you. God is with you. As we progress, we marching from strength to strength. In the name of Chukwu Okike Abịama.
Ise compelling. Nwa Chineke. My goodness me. The blessed children of the Most High. They don't understand the meaning of it. Those who are descended from where the sun rises from. The salt of the earth. The bringers of hope and of life to whatever land they happen to find themselves on. Those that will restore the kingdom of heaven upon the face of the earth. It has been an amazingly compelling program this very morning. It will be uploaded and, of course, repeated immediately. Before any other advent, I have been reminded, of course, by Mazi, your former. I have posted it on my Facebook. I'm going to tweet it now. Retweet and share that very page as much as possible. Because as we told you, BBC has mentioned Biafra. Amazing stuff. BBC has reported our story. Biafra is very close. Very soon we make their headline. They will talk about us, they will criticize us, but they will realize how relentless we are, then they will shut up. Buhari is a small fry. We know who our enemies are. They are outside Africa. And we are going for them. We want to destroy everything we see with truth and honesty. Every demon we come across, we destroy it. Then we face the real monster. But do you know why we are going to win? That monster wants to be defeated with only reason and logic, not with weapons. The battle will be brought into the tables, the homes of British families. That is where Biafra will be discussed. And then they will tell their politicians, you are wasting your time. Because they would have realized that we are prepared to die for what we believe in. We are prepared to die for Biafra. Are you prepared to die for the zoological republic? Because if you are, why would the army be running from Boko Haram? They have reported about Radio Biafra. I'm talking about BBC. The drivers of our Fulani people. They have talked about us, and very soon CNN will do so. Everybody will eventually, because I told you, you will talk about us if you like it or not. It doesn't matter. Anything we say here, anything we prophesy comes to pass. Anybody who doesn't follow what we're doing, and you couldn't make Nnamdi Kanu, you can never be. Or Israel Kanu is impossible. You can never be. Learned. But ego. Where you fund or Radio Biafra for your information. Today the whole world is shaking because of truthfulness. Biafra will be known as the land of truthful people because of the work we are all doing together. If not for anything, they will say if you go to that land, the people are truthful. Why do you think Chukwu Abịama is in? Chukwu Abịama he's in one big, because we decoded the way through which you can get to heaven. Key. We have it. That is why I know Biafra is coming. That is why. Let me tell you something. There is nothing I say on Radio Biafra that doesn't come to pass. If I don't know. Okay, I want to explain it so you can understand me. There is nothing we say here that doesn't come to pass. Do you know why? It is his responsibility to make sure it comes to pass. Because by the way we do what we do, he is telling you that he asked us to come, not man. Go and preach this gospel. Tell them I am the Lord, their God. I am their creator. I made them. They must worship me and me alone in truth, in spirit, in honesty. Don't worship idol. If you do, I will destroy you. That's what we preach here. That is why he makes it compulsory. Anything we want to see happen, happens. I told you that our people are naval officers, rear admiral. They have never seen swimming pool before. Swimming pool, don't get it. Talk less of what you believer. Ordinary stream, they have not seen. But they are rear admiral in the Navy. I told you before, didn't I? Today has been confirmed. I told you BBC will write about you, and today they have written about you. They have written about you. Nobody can jam Radio Biafra. Is unjammable. The technology we are using is Biafran technology, not white man. Biafran technology on multiple frequencies. Let me give you one secret this morning. Our relay station in Sapele, Ware axis is on what is called multiple frequency. It means any space where there is no other radio station, if you tune there, you get Radio Biafra. The world has never seen this one before. And that is how we are going to propagate our monster, the nuclear weapon, our AM transmitter. On multiple propagation. Anywhere there is nobody, it is there talking. Oh my goodness me. I feel sorry for them. If they have sense. Now, if you know them, they trust their AK-47. We are going to shoot. We will fly and we will bomb. And never. Your children will die. I'm talking about how this time around, the war will be fought in your territory. I have to warn you. No longer in Biafra land. We have fought fight in our place. We are not coming to your place to fight our own. Watch out and see. You know, the funniest thing is that people, they are Awasa already. That's the advantage we have. You have to pretend to be us. We are inside you already. Too little and too late. That is why there is nothing you do. No meeting, no discussion you have which you don't know about. The zoo must fall. This is Radio Biafra. We thank you very much for listening this very morning. As I said before, it is everywhere. If you go to Radio Biafra London, it is there. If you go to Radio Biafra, go and like the page. Radio Biafra only is a page. You know, the one you like. And you begin to get information from us. Radio Biafra is there. Radio Biafra London is the forum. Our website is www.radiobiafra.co. We have biafraherald.co. We also have biafratimes.co. Everywhere, if you're lost, type in Radio Biafra. Everything becomes available to you. That's where we congregate. Those that Chukwu Abiama selected to restore his kingdom upon the face of the earth. The same prayer that Yahweh Yeshua prayed, that the white man called Jesus Christ. The same prayer he prayed. Let thy kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Chukwu Abiama is not going to come to Jerusalem where the temple is divided into two. One is Alakoba, one is the children of the Most High. He has to come to a place that is uncontaminated by Islam. Because if Chukwu Abiama had intended that Islam should be the religion of the whole world, then Abraham should have been Muslim, but he's not. It was the descendants of his child, Ishmael, cast out like a wild donkey in the desert. Had it been the hope of the Most High Chukwu Abiama that Arabs, Alakoba, should be the progenitor of his race on this very earth, he would have made Medina and Mecca more holy than Jerusalem. But Jerusalem is there. The centerpiece is a particular temple built by Israelites, by the Jews, built by King Solomon. Today, the Roman Catholic Church says that Islam can have it. Islam can take the Temple of Solomon. can you? They claim they worship Chukwabia. They claim they praise God and they worship God. By what they do, we expose them. That's what we do here on Radio Biafra. The only place in the world untainted by Islam is Biafra land. What is happening in Ebonyi is an aberration. We will sweep it away once Biafra comes. That is why it is the only place in the whole. Is the kingdom of heaven going to be in America, Sodom and Gomorrah? Or in Britain, where they are just busy scavenging and robbing poor people? It's in Biafra land now. It cannot be Jerusalem. I'm sorry to say. My Israeli brothers and sisters, I'm telling them, it cannot be Jerusalem. Because the temple of Solomon has been taken over by Islam. It cannot be there. Chukwabia can't come there. There's only one place he can come to. It's Enugu in Biafra land. And if you stand on top of any hill in Enugu, you see it looks like exact replica of Jerusalem. My goodness me. Only if you know who you are. Only if you know who you are. I cannot even be cutting your grass, talk less of being a God to you. Just be honest and truthful. That is why Biafra is our religion. Here on Radio Biafra is where we worship. Why do we do so? Because Chukwu Okike Abiama Benigwe Obinigwe is our creator. He will bless, nurture, sustain, keep each and every one of you and your families. But more importantly, Chukwu Okike Abiama Denso. Onye anye na-akpọ isi ala anyị, onye anye na-akpọku. Eze kachasị eze niile elu. Onye bi n'igwe, ọgọdọ ya sọsọ na-akpọ